Well, we are in another day of just trying to move forward in the shit show, I guess, of a administration or just the inability to have any sort of actual compassion or any sort of, how can you put it? How can I put this? Like, you got to look at this in a situation as just like, what are we doing right now? What exactly are we doing? What is ICE's actual, like, what is their thought process to this? What is ICE's mentality through all of this? What is it that they are trying to accomplish? What is it that they are trying to do? Cuz I'm I'm at a loss of words. Cuz okay, imagine you have a wildfire going on, right? You got a wildfire going on, and that's happening in your state, right? And let's say you got people, you got firefighters, stopping the fire or fighting the fire. Because, these wildfires, like, we've seen what wildfires have done across this country. We've seen what happens to California. We've seen what happens in these states that have these wildfires that pop up, and it's just like total destruction. It's like you got people that have their homes burnt down, you have total areas burnt down, you have a crazy amount of stuff that is just like, you just basically destroy a whole scenery basically when we have these wildfires. So now you have firefighters fighting said wildfires. And for some reason, ICE, Homeland Security, whoever the fuck decided to direct Homeland Security or ICE to Oregon while they're combating wildfires, decided to think, you know what? Let's go grab up people that are actually trying to save people's lives, that are trying to save property, that are just trying to save people, and let's go arrest them. Now, I don't know why MAGA's so fucking stupid, or why MAGA doesn't understand that things like this will have. Yes, they were brown. Yeah, they were brown. That's not. Did you really have to ask that? Did you really have to ask that? Does it even fucking matter what they were? They're fighting wildfires. You're telling me, ICE is telling me, MAGA's telling me, the president is telling me, Stephen Miller's telling me, Kristi Noem is telling me, which other politician you want me to name? Each one saying that we are gonna get the worst of the worst. We're gonna get those thugs. We're gonna get those gang members. We're gonna get everybody that's been doing something wrong or has a conviction or has a drug charge or has anything like that. And it's just like, you grabbed firefighters? Firefighters. Not even like you caught these firefighters like when they were back home or something, like, or you caught them on the street, or you caught them at a court hearing or anything like that. You caught them at the wildfire. At the wildfire. These people were actively working on combating a fucking fire. And you decided these were the fucking worst of the worst? These people were the worst of the worst. These people were the convicts you said were so bad. These people are the MS-13 you want to claim is so running rampant in the country. This is the Tres de Aguas people that's running so rampant. But here they are combating a wildfire, putting their fucking lives on the line, mind you, and you're gonna fucking arrest them? You wouldn't have thought to maybe be like, you know what? Let's leave these people alone. Let's leave these guys. You know what? Maybe we can grab them later or something. Maybe that could have been the thought process. Maybe, you know what? Let's get them. Let them. These motherfuckers is fighting a wildfire. Like, how do you have to be in a position of ignorance of that fucking high that you decide that you don't want to allow people that are risking their lives to protect property and people from being burned, and you arrest them? The craziest thing about this is I just can't wait. And you know what I'm waiting for? And it sucks to say this. I can't wait for tornado season to hit hard. I can't wait for hurricane season to hit hard. Because the thing is now you just showed all those immigrants that do these jobs, that risk their lives to go take care of you when it comes to any wildfires, when it comes to any tornado assistance, when it comes to any hurricane assistance. You just told all those immigrants, you cannot help because we will arrest you. Oh, I can't wait, MAGA. MAGA, I can't wait. I can't wait to do that. Because the thing is like the ignorance of MAGA is just like so profound. You are so full of shit. You're just racist. That's it. There's no way around it anymore. There's no way around it anymore. There's no way you not denying you are fucking racist. You are just fucking racist. That's it. A wildfire? These people are actively in the wildfire fighting it, and you're gonna arrest them? That's just racism. There's nothing else to be fucking said. There's nothing else to be said. Because what other reason do you justify to take people that were actually working on saving other people? Because these people weren't the fucking criminals you supposedly say. So, MAGA has lied about supposedly detaining criminals. MAGA has decided to go after people that have no criminal record. Because if you look at the statistics of the people that ICE and Border Patrol and Homeland Security have supposedly snatched up, only 70% of them have a criminal record. I thought we were going against the gangs. Matter of fact, why is it that MAGA hasn't said anything about the KKK? And it's not racism? Y'all awfully quiet. Y'all awfully quiet with a group that's known to terrorize this same marginalized group. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? You can identify an illegal documented person, but you can never find the KKK. You never found the KKK. You never seen the KKK. Motherfuckers is from red states and never seen the KKK. But they can identify somebody that's... Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna listen. I want this idiot to explain to me. And look, bro, if you say anything besides explaining how you know a person's illegally documented, you getting cut off. So now you got the fucking thing. So now you know. Tell me how you know somebody's an illegal document. Oh, illegal.
It's law enforcement to know.
How do you know?
Me personally, I work in the oil field. It's not my job.
So how do you know they're illegal?
It's not my job to know.
So then why the fuck isn't it racist to just pick on brown people and just pick them out because they're brown?
I don't care if they're brown or white illegals. If they're here illegally, why not deport?
I don't care if they're white or brown. I don't care if they're white or brown, but you have nothing to say against the white people that are fucking terrorizing it, right? Bro, my man, your weakness, you're an oil dude, bro. You work in the oil fields. Nobody gives a fuck about you. You think you make good money and then you still broke. That's how easy and simple it is to clarify you. You a dude that has to live on the fields, bro? Bro, you're an oil fielder, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about you. You go home to nobody. Come on, bro. What are you doing to saving lives? You ain't doing shit for saving lives. Yeah, let's bring him back up. Let's bring him back up. Let's see. Because I'm a weak man. Why? Because I actually protect the people that need protecting? Or you're a bitch because you decide that it's okay to take people that aren't protected to be taken? I am having a grown-up conversation. If you upset at the fact that I have this part of language, maybe you should stop being a bitch.
No, I'm not upset by the language that you're using. You just cut me off
Okay
before
then.
I
So,
could ask one question.
yeah, because you wanted to say something stupid that you don't care if they're white or brown, but you ain't saying nothing about these brown people getting picked
I
up
asked
at
you
a
a question.
wildfire. You're mad at people getting picked up that are fighting fires.
No, you're
You're
mad
okay
about
with
that.
that.
I'm asking a question.
What's your question?
If they're in this country illegally, no matter what they're doing, why not deport them like every other country on the planet does?
You know what's funny? Because the thing is you have to have rights, and basically every other country isn't the United States. If you haven't noticed that, right? We're the biggest superpower in the world, right? Are we not?
You're not answering the question. Why
Uh,
not?
why not? What? Are they getting
Why
due
not
process?
deport
Are they getting
if
due
somebody is
process?
here?
Are they
If
getting due
somebody,
process?
yes, of course.
No, they're not getting due process because they're just being put in detention camps. So they're not even getting due process.
That sounds like a process that they're going through, isn't it?
No, because if you go directly
No.
and get put into jail and you don't actually get to see a court judge, which is dealing with immigration status, that is not due process. Or maybe you're that ignorant that you don't know that.
Tell me what exactly, how much due process do they deserve?
I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm not even going to waste my time. You're going to ask how much due process do they have. The problem with most of y'all is y'all don't even know what the fucking Constitution says. Everyone within the United States jurisdiction. That's what it says. Within the United States jurisdiction receives due process. It doesn't matter if they're legally or illegally here. Everybody in the United States receives due process. And it was just like only a weak dumbass would actually try to fucking defend their point of view. Like, what kind of due process do they need? That's a plain and simple authorization and acceptance that you don't know what the fuck the law is. Bro, you decided to work on an oil field because you couldn't get a job as an intellectual. You don't even know what the fucking. Imagine working on an oil field that you have all the time off to sit and do nothing because you're on an oil rig and you can't even have the ability to read. You're going to be so dense that you don't even know what the Constitution actually says. You're going to be so dense that you don't know that everybody in the United States, whether here illegally or illegally, is required to receive due process. It's funny because the main thing that all y'all always want to go at is, oh my God, Obama fucking deported more people, right? Isn't that the stupid shit y'all like to say? But even though Obama deported all those stupid people or all those people, you idiots didn't realize that every one of those persons that got deported went through due process. And they got deported to the state or the country they were actually from. So they didn't even get sent to Uganda. Who the fuck sends somebody? When's the last time you seen anything? And here we got, you always got the dumbasses that don't know how to read. And it's just like, show proof, show proof, show proof. Bro, it's funny how you haven't heard of any unconstitutional shit coming from the Obama era deportations. You actually didn't even hear any unconstitutional doing of the Biden administration. And Biden has deported more people than Donald Trump has. Biden actually deported more people than Donald Trump did in his administration, in his first one. So please tell me who's actually cleaning up the fucking country. Because you had less people come in, but you got less people out. But then Joe Biden got people out. He did get too many in. I won't deny that. But that's just like, damn. You still don't know the fucking law? Bro, he's been in office for 7 fucking months and you still haven't been able to read the fucking amendments? The Constitution ain't even fucking 900 pages like your fucking big beautiful bill that's full of bullshit. The Constitution is maybe like what? Give it 100 pages? Maybe. Just maybe. Just maybe 100 pages that you couldn't read. Because now y'all gonna argue that it's like, oh my God, they don't have due process. Yeah, because you're stupid. That's why they don't have due process. It's not because they don't need it. It's because it's required by law. It's in the Constitution. It doesn't matter if you are on U.S. ground. You have to be on U.S. ground. You are afforded due process. Doesn't matter legally or illegally. Due process in the Constitution. Not what your dumbass fucking thinks. Not what your dumbass can't read. It's in the Constitution. If you can't understand what the Constitution says, just say that. Look, somebody got a pocket constitution and this shit is 42 pages and you couldn't even read it. Y'all the same dumbasses that still thinking that y'all gonna get fucking no tax on overtime, right? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop being so fucking gullible. The funny thing is after all this stupidity that you still trying to proclaim, you still can't answer me why firefighters that are actively in a wildfire are being detained. Come on, MAGA, tell me why active firefighters are being detained on by ICE. See,
Yeah,
and
how's
then
my
you,
network connection over here? Because I know I'm inside the building real fast.
yeah, it shows like it's like a one bar. It shows like you got one out of 3 bars. I'll let people. I'm gonna let people up today.
Yeah,
I
like
was
I'm
just like
taking the
I ain't got.
staircase, so my bad.
It's better now.
Yeah.
It's better now. It's better now.
Just,
What's up,
just
Gina?
super, just super quick. And that was me with my pocket constitution. That's 42
Oh,
pages.
oh, I
And,
know.
and it also has the Declaration of Independence along with it, too, at that 42 pages. I have to. If somebody needs me to send them one, I will, but they can also order them off Amazon.
Gina, you can't offer these people stuff they can't read. You just
I
gonna be
know,
wasting
I
your time.
know.
You know what it would be?
But
I would actually start a
also throw
GoFundMe.
out.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for those little pocket constitutions so that Democrats could just fund it so that we can just like you know how they do it like how they do it in Iraq and all those places when they drop the pamphlets. I'm gonna just get a
One
GoFundMe and
thing
have
I
fucking
also wanted to
have
say
somebody
was
just drop pamphlets and then go be like, oh my
not
god, we're
only did
being
they
attacked.
arrest those two, they literally pulled every single firefighter at that camp that they
Give me
were at
one.
off
There we
of
go.
fighting that fire so that they
Yeah.
can find those two for hours.
But MAGA doesn't understand that, and MAGA won't comprehend that thought process. Because the thing is MAGA's too stupid to realize that these people are sacrificing the possibility of their lives to fight a wildfire while not even being from this country. But yet, bitch ass MAGA can't even serve this country or do the same.
Can we talk about the veterans who have had to self-deport themselves?
Go ahead. Go
Freaking
ahead.
Purple Heart winners who had to self-deport themselves? Let's talk about that, my friends. Come on. And by the way, just in case anybody wants to know, I am waiting for my flag to get here from Amazon so that I can burn it on Sunday.
All right, MAGA, let's see how mad y'all gonna get. How mad? You know what we should do? Instead of doing that, even though I agree with it, because I know there's gonna be MAGAs like, oh my god, you're gonna spend a year in jail. No, you dumb fucks. It's constitutionally approved that you can burn the fucking flag. Like I said, again, constitutionally. The Supreme Court has already stated this, that you are able to burn the flag as a First Amendment right. Is it right to do? No. I'm a veteran. Gina's a veteran. Vegas is a veteran. We all know that it is not right to burn the flag. But at the same time, the only time that we see the flag being burned is when some injustice or something ain't right in this fucking country. But y'all don't say nothing about that. When it was, what was it? The dude that got unalived by the police officer, was it Floyd? People were burning the flags, right? You see what it is? The funny thing is y'all remember that dude with the afro? Y'all remember that dude with the afro? Colin Kaepernick? Y'all remember that dude with the big ass afro? Played for the San Francisco 49ers? He tried to do it the fucking respectable way. He took a fucking knee. He didn't burn the flag. He said Black Lives Matter. What did y'all say? All lives matter. But y'all tend
They
to be kind
literally
of
threatened
fucking
him.
quiet. Y'all tend to be kind of quiet with y'all all lives matter bullshit. How come y'all ain't all lives matter now? MAGA, I'm waiting on y'all because y'all like to run y'all mouths a lot, but then when it comes to actually talking real shit, y'all shut the fuck up.
And by the way, I'm going to be doing that on a live on TikTok.
Oh damn! At what time, Gina? Oh, you doing it on Sunday?
I don't know, but I will message you. I'm going to do it
Just let me know,
Sunday
because
along
if
with
if
another
anything,
creator.
I'll try to put it on my YouTube page while I'm doing my workshops. I'll just fucking screenshot it into you and be like,
And
look,
here's
this
the
is a veteran
example.
here that's using her First Amendment right that she defended and she fought for. Something that MAGA can't really even fucking say. Y'all defend the Trump flag, but y'all defend pedophiles at the same time. So should we just put pedo instead for your flag? And just put the red, white, and blue behind it so that y'all feel more comfortable? Or no, y'all won't burn that one. Y'all probably post that and frame it, right?
And I know that Cruz and I know that DeVegas knows. How do we officially retire a flag according to flag code?
No. Don't answer. We know. Let
I know
MAGA
you guys.
answer. Let's let MAGA answer this.
You know
MAGA,
how a
can you
flag is
tell us how a flag is retired? MAGA,
I'm silent.
cause y'all constitutionally aware. So I'm just asking, since y'all so constitutionally aware, please notify me and please tell me how you're supposed to retire a flag. It's probably, you know what we're gonna get. We're probably gonna get the same response as when I ask them, do they condemn pedophiles? It just goes quiet. We gonna do that again because I see I got a new couple of faces in here. We gonna do the same. I've been doing a study group, Gina. That every live, what I do is I ask all Democrats, liberals, progressives, whatever they are that aren't MAGA, to just hit the like button. And then, because I want to make sure, because I know people when they watching me, the phone only shows like 3 or 4 lines when you're
Yeah.
looking at chat. So I just wanted so that no Democrats or anybody that's not MAGA to type. My question is again, this is the question I'm gonna ask again. It's a yes or no answer, MAGA. I made it simple so that you don't have a fucking aneurysm thinking about it. Are you okay with the age of consent being dropped to 14? Yes or no? And do you condemn pedophiles? Yes or no? Nobody else besides MAGA post. I just want MAGA to have the floor so everybody can see their answers. I just want to see
Tick
this.
tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
And while GT, guess what the American Legion Post does with it? I need you to know what the American Legion Post does with that flag once you drop it off.
So, Gina,
Still waiting for
Vegas,
that answer.
every other Democrat in here, have you seen any MAGA say anything?
Other than the one that said drop it off at the Legion Post?
No, yeah, because he said that, but he couldn't answer the yes or no question. Y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that
Mm-hmm.
every single fucking live. And I've asked the
Every
same
damn
two
one.
fucking questions. Vegas has been here almost every single live, and he's seen me ask the same questions, and I've only had 4. I thought there were
Mm-hmm.
77 million of y'all that voted for Donald Trump. So out of the 77 million, because I know a lot of y'all come in here just to talk bullshit, none of y'all can condemn pedophiles, and none of y'all can say no to having an age of consent to 14. Isn't that fucking interesting? But y'all not the guardian of pedophiles in the GOP, right? Y'all not? It's awfully quiet. Don't y'all notice how MAGA just disappears? But then
Yeah.
watch,
I
once we
noticed a
change the
gang of them
subject,
just suddenly disappeared.
yeah, once I change the subject, all of a sudden they open their mouths again. So you couldn't condemn pedophiles, but here you are trying to talk shit to me.
Yep.
Look at that.
And they also love
70
for wildfires to just
seven,
spread and people to die.
No, because that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm just waiting for the fucking tornadoes to hit. I'm waiting for those hurricanes to hit. And I just want it to be that all the brown people, because they don't feel safe doing their jobs, don't go do their jobs. And see how well MAGA's going to do. Because
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all don't have the education level to actually think of emergency management fucking tactics. So
We
who's
sure
going to help
don't.
y'all? Look at that. Look. You see that?
My
My man
text
was
just goes. This is
You notice that, right?
nasty.
Not one of them. Not one.
Nope.
Look, we still have them here, and they still haven't condemned pedophiles, y'all. Like, what do you want me to do with
Very
this? Like, how do you
fucking
explain
quiet.
that?
Heck,
I was
my
like,
only explanation is this: is that you know what? Let's see what's on their laptops. Let's see what's on their phones. At this point, if you don't want to say something, okay, fine. Open up the phone. Open up the search history. Let's go see it now. Let's figure
see,
this out.
look, look. Whitney noticed they're back. All of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, we change the subject, and look, oh, now they loud. But when you tell them to condemn pedophiles, they're
Yep.
oh, he
So
hasn't changed
James
the subject
Lewis, you're
yet.
basically a pedophile. Because I'm just gonna call him that now. Like
How
if I
you
don't
gonna
see them
say?
answer your question, I'm calling them that.
That's what I. No, I'm just waiting for somebody because the thing is lately when I've been driving, I've been blasting Spanish music. Like on purpose, just as loud and obnoxious as I can out my car. And I've just had people
Mm-hmm.
look at me and I'm just waiting for somebody to say something racist or something. And I just want to reply, okay, pedophile supporter. And I'm going to just blast that. I'm going to make sure to mute the music and be like, yes, pedophile supporter, tell me about my immigration status.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't follow him, you really need to go follow Gunny Speaks Out.
Gunny
He's
speaks
a
out. Let me
master
look him up.
gun. Yeah, he's a
Oh
That's
master.
funny.
yeah, I know about him.
Master Guns rides around with a fuck Trump flag on the back of his motorcycle.
The other thing, there's another one. I think it's U.S. Army Overlord or U.S. Overlord, something
Yes.
like that.
US
He does
Army
the same thing.
Overlord.
Yes, he does the same thing. I have him. I haven't found Gunny yet, but it's just it's crazy. It's just like illegal aliens have some.
Look for Gunny Speaks Out. He's got a couple of accounts, but he's a
Okay, I got because that's the thing. Most people have like multiple
follower.
accounts and
Very
stuff, and
safe.
it's just like
Yeah.
it's just
But
like
on his,
Yeah.
he literally posts interaction. He has a camera on his Harley, and he posts interactions of like when he's going to
other
Walmart
people.
and various
Nice.
different stuff. Now, one of the times when he went to the VA back in July, somebody literally cut his fuck Trump flag off of his motorcycle at the VA.
At the VA.
At
That's
the
ballsy.
VA.
That's ballsy.
And
That's
quite
ballsy.
literally, whenever the VA police see him pull in, they literally turn the cameras to watch his bike because they knew it was going to happen eventually. And the veteran that did that now has federal charges.
like I guess it's a smart thing to do it at the VA so that when somebody beats his ass, he has the clinic to go into right after. I guess that's what he was thinking. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's the only smart part I'll give him. Besides that, it's just like, but hey, but MAGA or anybody, can anybody just explain why are you stopping firefighters that are actively fighting a fire? MAGA. I want MAGA to answer this because the thing
I
is
need the answer to this question.
yo, see, look, this is, and here, look, I'm gonna answer this. Let's look at fucking this guy that thinks he's fucking from the Goonies over here talking about why haven't the files been released. This is the easiest answer I'm gonna give to you dumb fucks. When was Jeffrey Epstein convicted? 2019. When did Jeffrey Epstein off himself? 2019. Who was the president of the United States during that time? Who was the president of the United States during that time? So you mean to tell me that in 2019 he was convicted of all the charges during Donald Trump's administration? He offed himself during the Trump administration. He somehow didn't release the files from the whole year of 2019, the whole year of 2020, and then got to January of 2021 where he caused the insurrection. So we're going to blame the Democrats when a conviction was conducted and cleared there. Oh, but that's the thing. MAGA doesn't know what a conviction is because they're the same ones that still don't believe that he has 34 felony counts, right? Damn, y'all fucking stupid. It was just like, it's crazy. Donald Trump. Hold on. Wasn't this the same guy that said that Donald Trump was the one that reported Jeffrey Epstein? So he reported Jeffrey Epstein, but then during his own administration couldn't release the files? How stupid do you sound? You yourself said he got him there, right? But then somehow he ran on the whole agenda of we're gonna release the Epstein files because that's what we're gonna do. Yet all you pedophiles got quiet. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy how they forget that Donald Trump was president when he got convicted. So literally what you're telling me is that the list was available during Trump's administration. Hold on, didn't we go through something? Vegas, we went through something in 2019 or 2020, right? What was that again? You remember what we went through? Where the whole world shut down, nobody could go outside, MAGA didn't want to wear masks. Imagine that the whole world was on a standstill. And you couldn't even fucking release the files? Nobody was even going outside. You could have literally had everybody see him because nobody was outside. So the whole world was fucking stuck. And you couldn't release the files. Ain't that crazy? Oh, just like, oh, look, now you see how he changed this too now? Now Aaron says as an independent, because you know, every single MAGA that fucking voted for Donald Trump and gets put on blast for one of the stupidity or the ignorance that they had for voting for him and they get proven wrong, all of a sudden they're magically fucking independents. How you become an independent so quickly, yet you voted for Trump the first and the second time? Now all of a sudden, when you see he's on the list, or could be on the list, or is hiding the list, now all of a sudden I'm an independent. I don't do this. Mind you, there's so much of an independent that all they can do is complain about Joe Biden. But you're an independent, right? So you independently chose to be stupid. Got it. That's it. That's all you gotta explain to me. You don't have to be all crazy about it. Just be normal about it. Just talk normal like a normal person. You independently chose to fuck up. And now you independently chose to not have the balls to actually say what you did. Cause that's the MAGA thing to do. No accountability. No accountability for what the fuck they do. They would rather lie and say, oh my God, I'm an independent, than fucking say, I fucked up and voted for Donald Trump. I fucked up and I got lied to. I thought he was gonna do this. I thought he was gonna do that. No, I'm an independent now. Let me guess, you're gonna... Yo, the funny thing is, yo, if you're such an independent, who's the independent running? What was that? What was that? Damn, that's crazy. How you such an independent but can't tell me who the fucking independent candidate was? I thought you was independent. That's wild, isn't it? You so independent you can't even... That was just me asking a question, because fucking you can ask a Democrat that voted for Harris who the person was and they can tell you. But you became an independent but can't tell me who the fuck the president or who the candidate was that was running for it. That's crazy. That's wild, isn't it, y'all? You see how full of shit these people are? Just because they keep on talking, they put themselves in their own holes. I don't have to have them up here to explain anything. Everybody knows they stuck on stupid. All this man had to do was keep on talking, and I just pointed out his ignorance with his own statements. I didn't even have to call him up. Y'all didn't even have to listen to the stupidity. My man says, I'm an independent, because it was just like, it's man. Look, all I'm going to say is we going to move forward. Because the thing is if you're a Democrat, you're a liberal, you're a progressive, you are supposed independent, you already know what's going to happen in the future. You already know prices is going to go up. You already know healthcare is going to go up. You already know your property taxes and your state taxes and your food taxes and your excise taxes is going to go up. But your dumbasses is so on your knees swallowing Donald Trump that y'all don't even realize that that's happening. Because y'all still believe the tariffs are being paid by the corporations. Mind you, every corporation already told you that they have to raise the prices because of tariffs. Yet you still too stupid to acknowledge that. Amazon said that shit quick. Amazon said, hey, we're going to put a fucking... Amazon was about to just put that shit on the fucking side. Like, yo, tariffs, that's why. Price, right here. And Donald Trump said, that's hostile. Lexi, that's the other thing. Oh yeah, Walmart too. Walmart said that. If you notice, in the next coming months, watch when October 1st hits. Everything is just going to be wild expenses. You know why? Because the fiscal year changes. So right now, all of y'all are receiving all the goods that are still here that they got before that. Once the fiscal year starts, then all of a sudden it's going to be new prices. Because you know why? At the end of this next year, you're going to hear how all these corporations just had record-breaking profits for the year. I wonder why that is. Yet you still broke. Yet you still struggling to buy shit. Winter gonna be tough. And that's the thing that MAGA doesn't understand. Remember, it's funny because you have like the state of Texas, right? You got, remember when it was like cold as shit last year? That Texans were like freaking the fuck out because it was just winter? And what did their representation do? Ted Cruz went to fucking Cancun. Mind you, the whole state is freezing over, and their state senator went to Cancun. He said, fuck y'all in the cold. Y'all can freeze. That's y'all. That sounds like a personal issue. I'm on the beach right now. Imagine that, and y'all still swallowing his nut. That's crazy. That's I don't even know if cult followers do that. That's beyond cult following. That we gotta find a new fucking term for it. Cause a cult is just like crazy. As a cult, that's just like, I don't know. How do you explain that? Like cult sounds like it's too low class for these people. We gotta find another definition or another term to supplement cult. Cause to be in a cult is just like, all right, you got brainwashed, but these people are beyond brainwashed. These people are to the point where they are against their own fucking thing. Knitting cult lady. Oh shit. Gina be giving me all the people to follow. Let's see. Hold on. Funny, I put knitting and she's the first person that popped up. Oh, great. I love, if y'all got more veterans, send them to me. Send me the names. Send me the names. Send me the names. Because I love following these people. Oh, radicalized. No. Oh, one dub. I think we can use that. But, you know, we don't want to make them the Taliban or ISIS. We don't want to do that yet. Or do we? Are we at that point yet? Because, you know, once you say that word, you got to be Middle Eastern. So we got to be careful with that one, because you know once these people hit that part, it's just like there's no going back. Because remember, only in the Middle East can you do this stuff, but then when it gets brought over here, it's just MAGA. Because remember, remember I got a thing, because I remember, you know, when we were in those wars with Iraq and Afghanistan, where it was, hey, these people are terrible. They are marrying off their 14-year-old kids. This is unacceptable. This is a human rights violation, yada, yada, yada. But now the president wants to do that. I thought y'all were fully against that shit. Why is it that now Republicans and MAGA want to push that the age of consent is 14? But at the age of consent, being 14, they still can't purchase a car. They still can't get a driver's license. They can't even join the fucking military. They can't even fucking say anything for themselves yet without guardianship of an adult. So it's crazy. It's funny how MAGA will be like, nobody is pushing that, but they already got 2 bills out that were proposed by Republicans that have already been proposed on Congress.gov. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm going to let your dumbass try to find them. And then you forget that some states already have age of consent at 16. And now they want to lower it even further. Said there are 1,000 of proposed bills. It's easy to just search age of consent, right? Or maybe you were too stupid to be able to do that either. Oh my God! Imagine saying. Imagine how ignorant some of these people are. Imagine the fact that it's just like these people really believe that they're gonna be successful. These are the same people that don't want. These are the same pro-life people. Say, I blocked Ben 13. I was just like, if you racist, if you ignorant, if you don't like the LGBTQ plus community, you not allowed here. Plain and simple. I ain't got time for you. I'm not gonna waste my time on you. I'm just gonna block you. I'm not gonna have that ignorance. I got tons of friends in the LGBTQ plus community. I grew up in New York City. I got a bunch of friends that live in the village. And if you don't know what the village is, maybe you should, if you're part of the LGBTQ plus community, you should make a trip to New York City, go to the lower downtown part of Manhattan and find what they call the village. And you will feel the most welcome you will ever feel in any fucking place on fucking earth. Because you know why? I don't hate people because of their beliefs. I'm not MAGA. I don't hate somebody because they like the same gender. I don't dislike somebody because they want to change gender. I don't dislike somebody because they're brown. I don't dislike somebody because they're white. I don't dislike somebody because of their religion. I don't dislike somebody just because they speak a different language. There's a difference there. There's a moral difference. There's a fucking intelligence difference. Knowing that a person that can speak more fucking languages than yo dumb retarded ass that can't even speak the English language and you want to call yourself educated. That's like, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to explain. It's really not that difficult to explain the fact that the hatred that y'all have is pronounced. But I bet you be eating them fucking tacos on Tuesday, though. You can't stand the people that make the tacos, but you in the fucking restaurant eating it. That's how hypocritical y'all are. That's how full of shit y'all are. It be the straightest dudes that be gay? No, it be the ones in the Republican Party that are always saying that they hate the LGBTQ plus community or that same-sex marriage should not exist or we got to get rid of same-sex marriage. It's always those that end up coming out the closet or end up getting caught in a fucking closet sucking somebody off. Every single time. Without fucking fail. It's the fact that, you know what it is? It's the fact that they hate that the people in the LGBTQ plus community actually love themselves. They love themselves. Y'all just so hatred and got so much hate for yourselves that y'all can't admit that you like the same gender. Like, bro, just man the fuck up. It's more courageous of a person in the LGBTQ plus community to come out and say, yes, I love this person, I love this person, no matter what it is. But y'all fucking bitch asses will hide and will fucking try to be as discriminatory and as derogatory as y'all possibly can towards this community, and you were a part of it the whole fucking time. The fact that you don't love yourself enough, or the fact that you know your family won't love you, is why you stay in the fucking closet. These people in the community ain't scared of nobody. These people love themselves, which is what you're supposed to do. MAGA just hates themselves, and it's fucking crazy. Yeah, Quincy, I agree with that. It was just like, look, the thing is this is what you gotta understand. The LGBTQ plus community doesn't push their shit on anybody. It's the ones that hate them that say that they push it onto them because they want to be able to say, I can come out the closet now because he made me this way. That's all it is. It's just a fucking game they playing. That's why MAGA does it. Because the thing is then they can be like, oh my God, I'm gay now because the LGBTQ plus community started speaking to me. Nah, bro, you were gay before that. They didn't do that. You were already there. You were just in the closet about it, but you just needed an excuse so that way when somebody confronts you from your family or your Republican Party, you could just be like, oh my God, they did it. Because doesn't that sound right? MAGA never takes account for themselves. They never hold accountabilities for themselves. See, and then you got somebody that's here, conservative crew. Bro, you probably in the closet too. Why you a grown-ass man concerned with what another grown-ass man is doing? Can MAGA explain that to me? Why y'all always on somebody else's nuts? Just dangling from the shit? Like, what is it? Is it like a slip and slide for you? Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all always on somebody else's nuts. The same people that's always, wait, let's pull ourselves, you should pull yourself up by the bootstraps, right? Is always on somebody else's nuts complaining that, oh my God, this person's getting money. Why ain't your broke ass making more? You know what we gotta start going back to, y'all? You know, the thing is I'm not gonna allow that stupidity up here. I'm already blocking them. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not blocking that kind of, I'm not accepting that kind of shit in here. Cause the thing is for you to be a supposed American that supposedly knows the Constitution, that supposedly knows states' rights and federal rights and local law and all this shit, cause you know, they know everything. Somehow they don't understand that there's a law already allowing same-sex marriage. There's already a law. And you've been hating on these people still. You know what that is? That these people don't even interact with these people. And they mad. Like, I've never seen the nosiest group of fucking people in my life besides MAGA. If you see them with a MAGA or a Trump thing, just know they nosy. Always wondering like, damn, how do you get that new car? How do you afford that house? How the fuck he get that job? Why? Because we weren't worrying and being nosy about somebody fucking else. We actually work for our shit and don't pay attention to what somebody else is doing. You know why? I got bills to pay. I don't give a fuck about your bills. I'm not concerned if you end up getting a $5,000 Doge check. Oh yeah, I forgot you're not getting that. My bad. They're the nosiest people in the fucking country. Put it like this. This is an easy explanation of how nosy MAGA is. MAGA can be in fucking Alabama, but is concerned that California is taking care of the people in their state. You be from fucking West Virginia, talk about, damn, New Yorkers got these people in hotels and all this shit. They're getting fucking funding. Mind you, it's the state themselves paying for that shit. It's none of these people from these states paying for it. It's always a Republican state mad at a Democratic state for taking care of its people. So I'm starting to think it's just pure jealousy and stupidity. They jealous of the fact that a state like California can take care of all its people, educate all its people, provide extra health care for their people. And the thing is their state don't do that. They'd be like, see, that's the stupidity of not knowing, because there's the federal level Medicaid and then there's the state level Medicaid. The Medicaid that is produced, that's basically covering a lot of the fucking hospitals in your rural, stupid ass areas, comes from the federal level. And then when you just happen to have somebody that goes to your hospital and doesn't have any insurance, that's where the state Medicare comes in. But the thing is Medicare is basically funded 70% of by the federal government. So now your red stupid states ain't gonna have any money for Medicaid. So when your dumb broke ass that don't got any insurance, don't have any employer insurance, now has to go to the doctor, you're gonna end up paying for it, whereas before Medicare would cover it. But you stupid to realize that because you voted for your own demise. Because you couldn't afford eggs, you couldn't afford gas. If you couldn't afford eggs and gas, I know you didn't have any kind of health insurance. That's not even a fucking thought process that is difficult to understand. You couldn't afford health insurance before. Now, when you go to the doctor and you have to actually have a copay because Medicare ain't covering you, what you gonna do? Not pay it? What you gonna do? Not go to the doctor? What you gonna do? Not get your prescription? That's crazy. Damn, me, ma, and papa need their prescription. That shit is $200. Well, I guess they're gonna kick the bucket because we ain't got the money for it. No, that's not what's gonna happen. Because if you were broke now, what makes you think you're not gonna be broke when you have less money to use it? No, Lexi. Not people will die. A lot of MAGA will. Because the thing is their states don't support their health care. Their states never have. The Democratic states pay more minimum wage, pay more in federal taxes, and pay more in state taxes. Because if you notice, the cost of living in New York City and California are like probably double what you live in the middle of fucking Alabama. Because remember, if California's paying $15 an hour, Alabama's paying $7.25, it takes two of y'all to make the same amount of taxes that that person is making in California, and California's still doing better than you. So it's the thought process of understanding that. See that I'm this is why I love when these bots come in here, because they're just like so ignorant. Talk about healthcare is not a right. No, it won't be a right. Because you won't be able to pay for it. So you won't even have the opportunity to pay for it because you're going to be broke. Math was in the curriculum, they just never understood it. These people never understood the simple things. Oh, he replied, I'm not a bot. Okay, so you just stupid. Got it. It's okay. It's okay. I don't like, really, guys? I'm not a bot. But you sound like a fucking idiot, so you might as well be the same thing because you just repeating the same thing. Yeah, no health cares. Oh, did y'all hear about the CDC and the FDA not paying attention as much to the problems that come from medications and stuff like that? Y'all heard about that too, right? Because they're being more relaxed on the shit, right? Yeah, y'all didn't hear about that either? That's crazy. Imagine, because the thing is if you MAGA and you broke, you're not buying the high quality shit. That's just basically analytical thinking. If you were broke complaining about gas, eggs, bacon, and all that shit, you weren't buying the high quality shit. So you're gonna continue to get the cheaper shit now. And now the cheaper shit isn't gonna be fucking watched over as and scrutinized as it used to be. It's not, no, Ray. They're not trying to, bro. This is where you have to use the analytical thinking part. What is the cause of most bankruptcies in the United States? Anybody? What is the highest reason for bankruptcies in the United States? Thank you, Lexi. That is the biggest and highest reason why people in this country go into debt or end up with a bad credit score. Because remember, you went to the doctor, you didn't have money to pay for it, they still took care of you, and then you got the bill and decided, you know what, I'm not going to pay for it. So now what happens? Now that shit goes into collections. Now, what you actually need, which is still a fucking gimmick, a credit score, you won't have. Because all your shit goes to collections. So when you try to get approved for anything, they're going to look at like, damn, you can't even pay your medical bills. And now they're trying to change it that it goes back. I saw something, I have to confirm it. Donald Trump is trying to change something that something will end up back on your fucking credit report. So imagine that. There we go. That's what I was talking about, One Dub. I wasn't too sure if it had gone through, but they are taking away the ability to have medical collection stuff taken off your credit report. So now look at this, because you know, my mind just thinks in different ways, right? So we're gonna remove the insurance that covers the poor, the elderly, and children, right? Because kids ain't expensive already, right? We're gonna remove that. Meaning the coverage that you had is no longer gone. So now if you had a copay or didn't have a copay, you will most likely get a copay, right? So now that you have a copay, that's less money in your pocket regardless, because you got to pay for the copay. If you have a prescription that you didn't pay for and now you have to pay for, that's money out your pocket. And as you continue, if hospitals don't have the funding through Medicare or Medicaid to cover them, that means that hospitals have to raise their prices because of the fact that they don't have Medicare covering it. So it's more of a supply and demand. The demand for healthcare is going to go through the roof. The supply is going to be low, which means what? Prices fucking skyrocket. So now, that bill that you would have never had because you were covered by medical insurance is now a bill that will end up in your credit report for you not paying it. Let alone, most people don't realize that those homes that, you know, grandparents end up in are mostly covered by Medicare and Medicaid. And that helps fund paying those buildings and those nurses and those doctors that work in those homes to take care of those grandparents. But if you take away the funding from there, where are they going to stay? Because now they were covered by it. Now they won't be. So now you got an extra bill of, you got to pay for a copayment. You got to pay for the pharmacy. You're going to have to pay for your grandparents that you decided to put in a home. And you deciding what? That you're going to move them back? So now you have another person in the house that you still have to pay rent for and still accommodate and still get food. And that's going to cut even more into your money. Oh, yeah. And Cigna, oh, thank you, Ray. Thank you for bringing that up. Cigna on October 1st will be down coding whatever a doctor charges. Let me explain that to you in a simpler way. So Cigna is going to, so whenever you go to the doctor codes it as a certain number. That is how they get paid from Medicare, Medicaid, or the pharmacy or whatever. That's how they get paid, because they get coded in a thing. So, oh, we coded you for this. We attended you for this. Medicare is going to pay for it. The thing is if you remove that, Cigna's already saying that they're down coding it. So whatever the code was, that doctor will now get paid less. unless that doctor goes and files the paperwork for every patient that they have saying that, no, you're supposed to pay me more for this. So if they don't do that, what does that lead to? If they don't want to go through the process of actually educating themselves and learning that the cost is going to go up because of the fact that they might not want to file for everybody. If you're going over 1,000 patients and everything is getting down coded, that means that you are making less money as a medical professional, meaning that your services are more in high demand. So what are you going to do? Like I said again, supply and demand. The supply of doctors is low in this country. We have to import doctors into this country. The demand is going to go through the roof, because remember now, this is another thing that MAGA doesn't seem to understand. Or this isn't even just for MAGA. This is for everybody to learn and understand. If hospitals start closing down in a specific area, that means that that hospital is gone, right? That means that everybody that used to go to that hospital now has to find a way to get to another hospital. Meaning that now you are going to overcrowd another area with your people because your hospital got taken down. Meaning that wait times is going to be longer. Not going to have as many doctors, and you're going to lose a lot of fucking stuff. Why? Because people won't be able to see you in a timely manner. Doctors can't see you in a timely manner right now. What do you think is happening with the VA? It's the same shit. Like, people just don't associate the stuff. That is just like, hey, you have the stuff. Look at what's happening with the VA. They don't have doctors. Service members and veterans complain about not getting care with enough time. And it's the same process that they're doing. What's up, D? It's the same process that they are doing with regular people. But somehow y'all don't understand that.
As someone who works in healthcare, when you remove the Medicare and the Medicaid from little tiny places, I'm just going to use as a for example, Mountain View, Missouri, tiny little town. West Plains, Missouri, tiny little town, tiny little hospital. Guess what? When those hospitals go away because they're not getting their Medicare or their Medicaid payments, that the nearest then hospital for anybody to go to is Springfield, Missouri, which is a 3.5-hour drive. One way, my friends. One way. Or St. Louis, which is again another 3-hour drive. One way. You are looking at tiny little hospitals losing every bit of funding that they have to pay their nurses and their doctors that happen to work and live there too.
And what you think that's going to do to the economy? Because now you're going to have nurses and doctors that don't get paid in that location. And where do you think they're going to run to, MAGA? Democratic states. Because Democratic states actually have the money to fund them. They have the money to pay them. So y'all really gonna be mad at the Democratic states because now all your nurses and doctors are gonna move to a location which can actually pay them for their services. A lot of them ain't gonna stay because, oh, MAGA's gonna pay me. MAGA, y'all ain't got money to pay your own bills, let alone pay a doctor and nurses. They make good money. But I forgot, if they go get educated, they're wrong for that, but then you still go to the doctor to see them. And it's funny, look, I don't know, people don't bother with people like Joe. Like Joe, just look at he got 156 followers, 960 followers. Don't pay attention like people like that. Because the thing is they want to be like, oh my God, all these people do is complain and do this. Yet it was your dumbass that voted for this. It's always MAGA saying, oh, these creators always come up here and they always complain about the shit. Yet you voted for this. You just too ignorant and stupid to understand that everything I just explained is going to happen to you. My solution is I'm trying to tell you what you need to be paying attention to. Because if you live in a small town that has a hospital being taken away, you need to start making a fucking plan as to where you're going to go to get medical services. But you too stupid and ignorant that you want to say that a person is complaining and don't actually understand the fact that I'm trying to educate your dumbass from what's gonna fucking happen. But yeah, take it as a complaint. Let the shit fly over your head so you can feel fucking stupid and not actually realize that what I'm trying to tell you is this is what's gonna happen so you can plan ahead. That's why I don't bother to talk to MAGA. Because when you try to educate them and try to actually help them with what's gonna happen, they want to say fake news, it's not real, where's the source, where'd you get this from, Joe Biden, Barack Obama. That's all they fucking come up with. I just basically told you exactly what the fuck is gonna happen because it's simple to fucking see. See, and then you see, and it's funny because they always miss the point. How's the next statement that he makes? Who are you to educate and call someone stupid? You see these two things here? See those two things? That's called a bachelor's degree, and this is called a master's degree. So I think for my ability to be able to analytically think, critically think, matter of fact, get a master's degree in public administration, I think I would know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, you have those two and you don't know what the fuck is happening in the medical field and you don't understand what's going. So maybe you should have changed what your master's degree was. My man, my man said it's a fucking high school degree, bro. Cause you got a GED and you put it in a frame, that doesn't mean it's a bachelor's or a master's degree. Plain and simple. I graduated from Kansas State University. The university's been around since 1864. I didn't just go to a dumbass school. I went to one of the integral, long-standing schools in this fucking country because I wanted to get an actual education. I came from New York City, Manhattan in New York, and I went to Manhattan in Kansas. You know why? Because I already learned how New York City operated with a bigger budget, bigger population, and more money. So I had to educate myself on how small rural places that don't receive the funding, don't get the money, don't get the tourism, actually operate. So that way I can be more educated in the fact that, hey, what works in New York City is not going to work in fucking Kansas. So now I have the education to know, hey, if in New York City we have the resources and the money to pay for our hospital bills, to pay for medical debt, to pay for Medicaid and Medicare, and supplement Medicaid and Medicare with another program on top in New York City, but those programs are not available in the red states, that's easy to fucking do some critical thinking, critical analysis to see, oh shit, y'all gonna stay broke. Because y'all already get subsidized now. But maybe your degree didn't fucking understand that. See, the thing is this is an easy way to deal with MAGA. When you try to educate them, they always think it's a personal attack. But it's okay, though. It's okay. I'll let them be. I ain't got no problem with it. MAGA, 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 MAGA. What are you gonna do about it? Mass report me like y'all always do? I'm on YouTube now. I'm on both. I stream simultaneously on both platforms now because I know here MAGA will jump on and be ignorant, get mad at the fact that they're being told the truth and mass report me. On YouTube, I don't have you dumbass bots on there. And you get an actual full screen view. It's a bit dark because I let it dark, but you get a full screen view on YouTube. I do it on both. Because the thing is I've gotten tired of the fact that MAGA's so ignorant and so stupid that they would just rather block me than just fucking leave. It was just like, if you hear, see, look, And they just keep on coming in. Hey, how many of y'all condemn pedophiles? Let's see how quiet it get. How many of y'all MAGA condemn pedophiles? And we say it again. We did it again, y'all. Look at all you see how quickly they came in talking that hot shit, right? And then I told them, hey, do you condemn pedophiles? Crickets. That's the second time I've done this in this live. That's the easiest way to get them out of here. It's just like, do you condemn pedophiles? Not a single one can say yes. Ain't that wild? Bro, that's the problem. You got people like Michael Knight Industries. You're a veteran, dude. You a veteran. You condemn him, but then you want to talk about Biden. But have you said anything about RJ May? Did you say anything about Stuart Adams? Did you say anything about Icorn in Minnesota? Did you say anything about the Israeli dude that got caught with child pornography in the fucking Las Vegas ring? No, you want to talk about Biden. So you supporting pedophiles just as much as all of them, because you seem to not know any Republicans that fucking do it, but you want to talk about Biden. Has Biden been said to be on the list? Oh, now I'm moving the goalposts. No, you just a fucking pedophile supporter. Because it's easy. For me, I will say it. If Joe Biden was on that list, I hope he dies from cancer today. See how simple that was? I don't give a fuck if they're Democrat, Republican, or independent. They all pieces of shit. They should all be castrated, unalived, or fucking put through a jail. You see how easy that is. You see how easy that is. I don't pick what side they're on. I just condemn them all. But you rather fucking disagree and argue with me about Joe Biden did this, Joe Biden did that. But when your Republicans do it, oh, I'm gonna keep on sucking their dick. Shut the fuck up, man. You're the problem with fucking a veteran right now. Cause you're the same one that has no problem with the fuck is going on, knowing that it ain't fucking right, and you supposedly serve this fucking country. You're the pieces of shit that's wrong with this fucking country. Plain and simple. You wanna play the blame game on somebody else when you know both sides do it, but you wanna just pick on one side. Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up. I ain't got time for your fucking ignorance. It's always the same fucking cocksucking veterans that do the same fucking thing. I say it, I'm a veteran. Some of y'all is pieces of shit. Some of y'all don't know what y'all oath was when y'all fucking enlisted. Some of y'all just fucking were there because of the fact that y'all got bullied when y'all were little kids and y'all thought because y'all got some power and you were in the military, y'all were cool. Bet probably that's how most of them got their fucking girlfriends too. Like, oh my God, you know I'm in the army? And your wife regretted it ever since. Like, shut your bitch asses up, man. Tired of y'all. That shit is fucking crazy. Like, like, only fucking MAGA wants to argue about left or right. Does it fucking matter? They're all pedophiles. They all need to be condemned. It doesn't matter what side they're on. You can tell they're MAGA and you can tell they support pedophiles because the first thing they want to do is argue about a side. I condemn all pedophiles. No matter who they are. Shit, if Barack Obama was there, castrate him today too. I ain't got no problem. I loved him as a fucking president. But if he's on the fucking list, castrate his ass too. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's not that fucking difficult. MAGA's the only one that wants to have a fucking discussion about this. Imagine the fact that you want to talk about, that's why I say it's time to move forward. We gotta fucking move forward, but y'all still supporting pedophiles. How the fuck are we gonna get anywhere as a fucking country? When y'all yourselves can't fucking condemn pedophiles, y'all don't fucking castrate them, y'all don't do anything to them, but then all of a sudden, oh, the other side is doing it. The fuck? Like, come on, man. I don't want to. I don't want to hear this bullshit from MAGA. That's why it's just like, just fucking block them, delete them. If they come into your thing, don't pay no mind to them. It's just like we have to move past these people, because the thing is these people are not gonna condemn these pedophiles. And I'm sorry, this country is not gonna move forward if we don't. So if that means we gotta condemn MAGA too, then that's what we gotta fucking do. Because if you can't fucking be in agreement that children should be fucking safe, there's nothing to fucking talking about. If you say anything was like, oh, kids shouldn't get free school lunch, blocked. Women shouldn't be able to have abortions, blocked. My Second Amendment, shut the fuck up, blocked. That's it. These people are narcissists. Bad at it too. But they feed off of the attention that you give them. They feed off of it. You just gotta block them. Don't pay attention to them. Because the thing is that's what they feed off of. The thing is look, in their own circles they're not accepted. Republicans don't even fuck with MAGA. How you gotta be that ignorant that the group you voted for doesn't even want to talk to you? I never heard about that in the Democratic Party. I never heard the Democratic Party say, you know what? You too liberal for me. We don't like you. Damn, I actually want kids to have free school lunches. Whoa, bro. That's too much for me. Can't do that shit. What up, Soggy? Yes, and that's what you got to do. You have to, that's the thing. It's not, you can't pay attention to their stupidity, but you have to call it out. You have to call them out on their stupidity. Because the thing is their stupidity, they make it seem like they know what they're talking about, but the only people that reinforce it is the other stupid ones. So you got to make sure that the ringleader looks fucking stupid. Case in point, Gavin Newsom. Did y'all see the last press conference he did? What's up, King? It was like, did y'all see the last press conference that Gavin Newsom did? When he was showing that the state of Louisiana has 4 times more crime than the state of California. The state of, was it Mississippi? I think has the highest crime rate. Y'all seen that too, right? But hold on, did y'all notice this though? This is the one thing I don't think many people noticed that he was doing when he was mocking Donald Trump. Did y'all not notice that he had the same setup as Donald Trump? Most people didn't catch that. Most people did not catch that. Most people did not catch that. If you haven't and you didn't catch it, watch it again. Watch how he has the person standing to his right, and then he has the other two standing to his left. Same way Donald Trump likes to do it, right? He's just fucking mocking him publicly. And that's what I was saying. Yeah, you gotta fight fire with fire. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't condone and I'm not trying to incite violence, because I know MAGA will be quick to report me for that. But the thing is the people that always say violence is not the key are usually the ones that are not being marginalized. Pay attention and look at it in that manner. Look at it from that perspective. That every time that they say, oh, violence isn't good, you shouldn't do it with violence. You notice how they're not the ones going through the problem? It's always the ones that are facing it or are up against that violence. You notice that? They be like, no, you shouldn't be violent. But you should let us walk over you, right? That's the key point. No, people are tired. This isn't the fucking 60s. This isn't the 40s. This isn't fucking Germany. People got weapons now. People got numbers. People got community. What do you think LA is doing? What do you think Oregon is doing? Showing that they have community. showing that they're not going to allow people to just walk over them and do what they want to. And that's what we need to start doing. Because the thing is I'm sorry, but I think what needs to start happening is that these bounty hunters need to start catching hands. They need to start catching hands. If y'all see them, if you can't identify yourself, if you have a ski mask on and you can't show a warrant, it's time to start giving them hands. Because the thing is that means you're not an actual federal agent. You're just a bounty hunter that's basically a federal agent, but you're not. Because that would mean you would have to go through the training. That would mean that you would have some sort of documentation, either a badge or something signifying and declaring that you are an actual federal agent. They don't have that. The thing is that they're using that as a scare tactic to go against these people. They're going up to these people with a ski mask that you could only see their eyes, and then they have their Temu bot Velcro fucking police, ICE, FBI, whatever. And it was just like, because this is what I started noticing. If you notice with these, when ICE is doing these raids and stuff like that, you notice that there's always one that doesn't have the mask. That's the federal agent. That's the one that's actually by law doing this. If they have their faces covered, that means you're a bounty hunter. That means you don't have that jurisdiction. You don't have the jurisdiction to break a person's window. You don't have the jurisdiction to break into a person's house. That's why you notice that once you start calling the police on them, some of them start like, oh shit, we gotta go. Imagine that you're a federal agent and once they call the police, you start running. You don't find that weird? If that's the case, that's the real sign of beat they ass. It was like y'all were just trying to kidnap somebody. Look, the Second Amendment right, y'all all need to use it. Everybody. You want this country to change? I need all people of color that are American citizens that don't have any mental health issues, that don't have any background issues. I need you to go purchase a weapon. Look, I don't care if you don't know how to use it. Go to a firing range. Learn. People at the firing range will gladly fucking accept you and they will gladly teach you what you need to do to be safe. But y'all need to start doing it. Y'all need to. This whole, I don't like them, you think they give a fuck? This is the mentality people need to start getting. We need to start getting into the I don't give a fuck mode. Y'all don't give a fuck. Well, I don't give a fuck. Because y'all heard about that fucking kid and his father that got shot into the vehicle, right? Or some people didn't even hear about that. So ICE stopped a father and his two kids, and they stopped them in the street. They didn't want to open the door because they didn't identify anything. So they broke the dude's window. When the window was broken, the father took off. Because what? Any person logically, if a person doesn't identify themselves and tries to break their window, they're going to drive off, right? One of the fucking bounty hunters, because he wasn't a federal agent, he was covered, shot 3 rounds into the vehicle where a child was sitting. But people don't hear about that, right? Because they don't talk about that. They don't make that nationwide news. But there's videos of it, and it was just like, exactly. He was fucking protecting his kids. Any known person would have done the same. So that's why I posed that question also. If a person tries to break into my car while I'm in it and they don't show any ID and I'm carrying it and I let off some rounds, that's self-defense. You didn't identify yourself. You didn't have a thing. You didn't have any badge or a warrant or anything to come into my vehicle or even stop me. They don't have that authority. They don't. They just going after people because people are scared of the police. People are scared of the police. Imagine being a person of color and just being stopped at a fucking traffic stop. Most of the time, they just want to drag people out because they have the power to. Or they're just going to be like, I need you to step out the car. I don't have to step out the fucking car. You can write me up for whatever it was I supposedly did, and I can be on my way. I don't need to step out my fucking car. Because once I step out my car, that's when you want to start using your authority. When everybody's right is to stay in their vehicle. If somebody stops you at any moment, turn on your fucking phone. Turn on your fucking phone. This is why I say everybody should have a YouTube. Get on your phone and go live on YouTube. Because you know why? That recording will stay in your thing. In TikTok, you can record and some people are going to watch it. It's going to be a video, but it's not going to be the same. But if you record on another platform and it's out there, you're going to make money because that shit is going to get views too. And now you have proof of what they did because they're going to be like, oh, you know they're going to take your phone. You know they're going to try to get to your phone and fuck up your phone because they know you were recording. But if you were recording and it was live, and that shit is live, that is there forever. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. It's just like, you got to, like, it's not even that we have to start thinking at all costs to protect ourselves. Especially if you're a person of color. Especially if you're a person of color. Like, I'm sorry, I love some of y'all white people, but the thing is y'all ain't gonna run into this problem. Y'all not gonna run into something that is just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna stop this person because he looks illegal. No, that's happening to people of color. It's not happening to white people. So people of color have to do something, but then y'all white people, y'all need to use y'all privilege. Y'all want to say there is none, but this is where y'all see where white Americans have privilege. And I'm not saying that in a negative manner or anything like that, but this is where it is, where it's just like y'all have that privilege. Y'all not gonna get stopped by ICE randomly. Y'all not gonna be looked at as like, undocumented. No, it's just like y'all have to do that. And then y'all have to support these people that are talking out against it. Like I was saying yesterday, if you ain't following Jasmine Crockett, if you ain't following Gavin Newsom, you need to be. And you need to be reposting everything you have. Because whatever followers you have will see that you reposted it. And that's just going to spread the word on how these people are acting and how we need to start acting towards this. We need to start calling people out. We can't just sit back and be quiet. All those people that didn't vote, you need to stand the fuck up and start talking. I'm tired of this, I didn't want to vote. It's the lesser. Nah, I'm tired of that bullshit. The lesser of the two evils don't matter. At this point, what does it matter? But going forward, you can make the change that's necessary to make sure we don't have shit like this happen again. Most people ain't paying attention to their fucking districts. A lot of districts are fucking trying to change this shit in there. A lot of them got votes. A lot of people are doing special elections. You're doing a bunch of shit. Is that Trump can't flex on Newsom. The only thing that fucking Fox News started to do is, you notice how they stopped covering Gavin Newsom as much? Once they were smart enough to actually understand that, oh shit, this dude is actually mocking Donald Trump. He's just not doing this to be irrational. He's just mocking Donald Trump. All of a sudden, Fox News is just like, yeah, we ain't showing this dude no more. You got to start calling them out. We can't just be sitting back anymore and just allowing these people to continue to think that, oh, their thought process is right. No, most of these people are stupid. Most of these people can't read. It sucks to say that, but I don't got no hesitation to say it because they prove it in their own fucking thought process and in their speech. Most of them can't understand the simplicity of the Constitution. You got to call them out. Even if you didn't vote, call their ass out too. And be like, yo, because of your ass, we probably dealing with this shit. So you need to fucking step the fuck up. I need you to start doing something. This whole I didn't vote shit ain't gonna work forever. You need to start. Hey, you didn't vote. That's cool. You seen what's happening. Now get your ass to vote the next time. I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. I don't want to hear no shit. Oh no, I didn't want to.
Exactly.
I didn't. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that bullshit no more. That bullshit excuse worked before the election. Now you seen what happened because you
Right.
didn't vote.
Especially, there's this particular group that I wanted to also bring some attention to. Now, some of them are a little loud on here, and they want to act like they're really for, they want to say that they're for like the people of Palestine in particular. But this was a particular small ass group that decided that they wanted to go ahead and just rally against Kamala Harris, even after everyone kept saying, no, you don't want to do this, and you don't want to keep pushing for Jill Stein because we dealt with her for years and she does the same shit every time. So I'm calling them out a little bit. Fuck them people.
Yeah.
If you see anyone named Madeline Pendleton or any of the rest of them, fuck them.
If you
Want that to be
decided to
known.
think the process that you were going to vote independent and you didn't see the stupidity that happened, because remember, RFK was the independent candidate.
Right.
How you so independent that you just went straight up Republican?
Exactly.
But people get quiet about that because nobody talks about that shit. Nobody talks about how the fact that RFK was supposedly independent, but then sided with Donald Trump. So basically, he was there to try to take away votes from the Democratic Party, which he was successful at doing. Because people thought he was the real deal. But now, you want to believe in a person that's going to be in the health and the FDA and control the health department, but he sounds like this when he fucking talks. Like, come on, bro. You mean to tell me a person that can't even have a fucking, can't even have an actual voice because of all the crazy shit he did? That's the person you want to be leading the fucking health? A person that doesn't believe in anything, but the person can't even have an actual working voice. Was he even a smoker?
Exactly.
Was he a smoker?
No, I think that was not crack, heroin.
Oh, yeah. So you got a person that was on the fucking drugs.
Yep. Hard drugs.
Can't speak. And you thought this was the best choice for the thing. Oh, did y'all hear about the latest appointee that Donald Trump did?
Oh, God.
With Homeland Security? He decided that he is going to appoint one of the main people that fought for him with the 2020 supposed rigged election as the person in charge of voting.
Ugh.
As the person in charge of voting, a person that denied the election process in 2020 and was part of his team that was trying to fight the fact that that didn't happen. Matter of fact, there's something that's supposed to be coming out today, and I haven't heard anybody talking about it. Give me a second. Let me see if it came out. Yeah, y'all do realize that today was the Rockland County thing, right?
Oh, shit. What's the results of that?
Y'all do realize that today is when it's supposed to come out. Today is when they are supposed to. Yeah, everybody's been quiet about that. Ain't nobody say anything about it. And it's funny because you put Rockland County in Google and all that comes out is the county of Rockland County. Wikipedia, their X account, Rockland, nothing about the actual fucking interference. And it's today that it comes out, but nothing about the interference, nothing about the fact that a fully Democratic county had no votes for Kamala Harris. They all voted for the Democratic senator, Democratic governor, fucking House reps and everything, all Democrat, but then they went and chose Donald Trump over Harris for president. Ain't that interesting? That's never been interesting. But nobody's talking about it and it's quiet because today is there. I saw somebody post on it on Thing. And see, when you look it up, a lawsuit demanding a full hand recount of 2020. Where is it? Nothing reported as of yet.
So basically, we got to follow the actual account of the people who are trying to get this who are trying to get the truth out
Mm-hmm.
there because that's the only way we're going to be able to get any news on it.
Because the thing is nothing. It's supposed to be today, but nothing. Today was the day that they stated that it was supposed to come out so that people were there. I was just like, it's the fact that she didn't lose all the swing states. It's impossible
Right.
that she lost all the swing states.
I smell
The
like
crazy thing is that you have these people. Look, I'm from New York. We mostly vote Democrat over there. Most of them always vote Democrat. But Rockland County is a county that has money and they still vote Democrat. But for the whole county to not vote Democratic, not even the crazy is that like you didn't even give her one vote. You kept her at 0 in a fully Democratic county. That's only telling you that hey, these are the people that caught this and found it weird. I bet
you know what
you
that
won't
smell
see
like?
any Republican states recounting anything in a district that was kind of blue or they should have lost and became
Right.
red.
That smell like fish, bro.
Yeah.
They cheated and didn't even know how to cheat right.
That smell
Said,
like
oh no,
fish
we
to
ain't going
me.
to
It's
just
been
twist a
smelling
few.
like fish to me since the election, bro. Because
Yeah.
you know what before it started smelling like fish. Harris was she was going ahead. She was far ahead at the like in the very first like hour, and then in the span of like 15 minutes, Trump took over like fucking like immediately.
Exactly. Like everything went
That's
straight to hell in a
that's
handbasket
like that's why I'm
quickly.
like that's fishy as fuck, bro. I don't know. That's fishy as fuck. 15 minutes and you're already like that far ahead.
Right.
Fully reported election district results 100% fully reported.
That always smelled like fish to me, bro. I wish somebody kept like a live score counter so we could watch a video to watch how it went. Because I swear that shit was weird.
It's just like the thing is like you can see Rockland County and you can see the district. It's just that a specific district got 0. So I have it up, but I can't. I hate TikTok for that. That's why I could do it on YouTube. But it's just like you look at it and it's just like certain districts in Rockland County will go red. There's nothing saying that, but it's just like a specific district that they know always goes blue somehow didn't have anything. And the thing is everything was updated because I'm looking at the results from Rockland County on, I think it's what, enhancedvoting.com. And it gives you a breakdown of every district within Rockland County and how they did it. And it shows like the numbers, who they voted in, write-in, and stuff like that. But the thing is you don't see the mail-in stuff. So it doesn't say which one of these were mail-in. But it's just interesting to see. So we got to wait for that. And just wait because the news is gonna come out, and they know that I know they're gonna try to suppress it as much as they can. So it's just make sure to keep an eye out for that because it's gonna be interesting because these people. It's not possible that you just did all of that and people didn't vote. They don't. Nobody
I
has to
can't,
change your heart
bro.
like that.
I swear to God, if this comes out as true, I want Mike Johnson on a t-shirt, bro. I want him on a
But
locket. I swear to God, bro.
Mike Johnson
Ooh,
need to go. Mike Johnson need to
he
go.
need it.
I'm sorry. Mike Johnson is one of the main ones that is just on this dude and just like paying attention to him. And the thing is
Bro,
like this dude is a
Yeah, he's a
liar
demon.
to the
He's a
fucking
fucking
fullest.
demon.
you see those rosy ass cheeks, bro. You know he puts Botox just to make it nice when it falls in there.
Bro, that dude is just something
I
about him
need
tells me
any of the
like,
people he's been contacted on Grinder to go out and just expose them.
yes,
Like
yes,
now.
yes.
I mean,
Because we
expose
already
them
had
all.
that
Fuck
one
the
person.
NDA. Yep.
Well,
And
yeah. But that's the thing.
I'm
Most
not,
of them had
bro.
to sign that. That's crazy that you had to. Funny. Didn't Donald Trump do the same thing?
Yep.
Have his people
He
sign
had a Grinder
NDAs so that
account.
they couldn't talk about. No, no, no.
No, the NDA.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Please
though.
don't put that image in my mind. It's already
Oh
bad enough.
my God,
Look, I'm already traumatized enough from just the thought alone of him having
But
sex with anyone. I don't want to have any more trauma. Okay.
God, that shit must look like a fucking turtle trying to like get over a bridge or
bro,
something.
I don't, bro. The fact
Yeah,
that
my
it's
mind
just like,
imagines everything somebody says. It is not fun here.
Oh
Bro,
man.
these people, they gotta go, man. The problem I have is that Mike Johnson is gonna be in office for another 5 years because
Jesus.
he just got elected in.
Mhm.
That's the problem.
Mm.
Some of these people just
He's
got elected in. So some of
he's the
them are
only
starting.
speaker.
Well, no, because the House of Representatives is 4 years, right? And then the Senate is
Every
6
2
years.
years.
Oh, so the House of Reps is every 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can vote his house next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really? Oh,
Yep.
Oh,
I
so
can't wait.
senators
I
is
can't wait.
six
Think he's
years.
yeah, unfortunately.
You know what I think I'm gonna start doing? That's what I'm gonna start making videos of. I'm gonna start doing the research and
I
start finding out which districts and what people are up for election next year, just so
Mm-hmm.
that people can start being aware. I'd be
Right.
like, did you know Mike Johnson's up for re-election? Did you know he voted for you to be broke? Just keep that in
Mm-hmm.
mind. Next person, and just keep going. House is up
and
every
then you got
election
the other
cycle.
guy.
Brooklyn, thank you for that. Oh, we going,
And then you
bro.
got the other guy who lives in Barbie's dream house. What time? What time? Bassett or yeah, whatever. Bassett is Steve Besson or something like that.
Well, no, there's
Something
here
Bassett.
in
He
here in
lives in a pink
Kansas.
house.
Here in Kansas, the senator that's here, he actually lives in Florida. Imagine
What the
that.
fuck?
My man got $1 million house in Florida,
What the fuck?
but he's a state senator for Kansas. Imagine
Uh,
that. Oh no, Kansas is. Oof, I
isn't
can't
that
wait.
like not
This,
allowed?
I think this is the first year that Kansas is gonna go blue. I think this is the
Please.
first official year that Kansas will be like fully blue, because they're gonna see. I'm telling you, all these farmers, they already feeling it. All these small
And
towns, because look, in the town I'm at, I got one hospital. If you cut my funding here for the hospital and this hospital has to go down, I'm moving right back to New York City.
you
But
gotta feel you really gotta feel like
but
Dorothy, bro. You're not
but
in Kansas anymore.
the difference is that me still moving back to New York City, I would be able to afford it. Whereas MAGA, if they can barely afford to live here in a low cost of living, they ain't going to an expensive fucking place. See what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying
Man,
to
some
talk
not
earlier about the fucking healthcare. I was just like, yeah, if this hospital shuts down, the next big city we got is Kansas City, which is almost 2 hours away. So how you gonna get there for 2 hours? Y'all just gonna die at home, it seems like,
bruh.
because I know y'all ain't driving the 2 fucking hours.
Motherfuckers gonna die on the way.
Oh yeah, Butch Body is fucking up for Bad
Oh,
Built Butch
I
Body.
can't
She's up.
wait.
She's up. That's what I had to
I
tell
can't
people
wait. Her
though.
dumbass.
Her dumbass is trying to say, have you noticed the latest things she's been saying that, oh my God, she
Oh
thinks the
yeah, no, I've been
GOP is
following that
actually
shit. She's
against the
like,
women? No
she's like,
shit,
I'm
bitch.
starting
Like,
to
what the fuck?
realize, like, bruh.
No, she's
th-
not starting to realize. She's just trying to get reelected because her seat is up. So
yeah,
she's up for
exactly.
reelection. So MTG says she's not running? She actually,
Oh,
she knew she
good,
wasn't going to
good.
fucking win then.
Don't ever do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't even try, please.
Frosty, you better not
You
be lying to me, Frosty.
fucking.
I'm going to be really upset if you lying to me, Frosty. I'll be really upset if you lie to me.
It
I
would be
looked
a
at.
crazy comeback if she like leaves the GOP and then goes to college and then comes back and
No,
becomes a Democrat or some shit like that.
she actually has a college degree. Crazily
You
though,
better
she actually
study it
does have.
again. Return that shit.
That was like this spring or something. She came out and said that. I've heard conflicting stuff that she's still trying to say, like she's the GOP's against her or some shit. So she may be on the
Yes, girl,
line,
you're a girl. Of course it is.
but the thing is like
If
that.
you if
The
you have
thing
a
is even if she's not
yeah.
running, I still don't give a fuck. We ain't voting for her. If she left or not, whoever's trying to take her seat, we gotta make sure it isn't another fucking idiot.
Yeah, please. They gotta think at least.
Because
At best.
that's the problem we have right now. Most of these people are going for Congress. Most of these people are trying to run in Congress, but they're gonna be replaced by somebody that has the same ideology. We don't need that. We need somebody with the complete opposite, because her dumbass was just like, oh my God, I didn't realize that was in the bill. So then why the fuck you sign it, bitch?
And then why would you vote for it again? Like, bro, because you voted for that
Like,
shit twice, right?
no, exactly.
Like, because
Exactly.
there was the first vote,
Because
and then they had
remember,
to like do a reconciliation or something.
no, because yeah, they did the first vote when the House passed it. So you read that
Yeah,
one. Then it went to the Senate. The Senate redid it again. You saw that change, and then you got it back into the House again. And you saw those
bruh.
changes, and you still voted for it. So there's no. Oh, May 9th?
I'm
Good.
starting to believe the GOP doesn't like women.
Bruh.
Imagine that. Imagine saying some shit like that. And you voted for everything against women.
I'm like, starting girl. This has been a trend since like Bush or something farther.
I was just like, the crazy thing is like, she didn't realize when Roe v. Wade was fucking taken away. You didn't
Exactly.
realize
Like,
then?
brother.
That wasn't your signal that these people want to take away your rights? Like, how dumb do you gotta fucking be?
Sometimes, but here's the thing. Sometimes I wish I could be as dumb as some of these people so I can experience bliss like that. Because
Bro.
I don't know how true bliss feels. And I feel like MAGA understands it because they're just there and they don't realize anything that's going on and
Is
they
that
just take anything.
they're just ignorant. That's what you call ignorance. Because to be able to go through this process, not pay attention to it, go through the process, and then say you didn't know it was happening. The problem is that you still, if she were to try to run, you would still have dumbasses trying to vote for her. That's the problem. That even if she's not running, even if she were to say last second, oh, I want to run, there's going to be some dumbasses in Georgia that are just like, yo, this sounds like a good idea. We should vote her back in.
And there's
Frosty,
something that I would
but that's the thing, Frosty. That's what's going to happen. That's why these Republicans are trying to gerrymander and switch seats and gain whatever seats they can from other districts and join them so that they can keep their numbers. Because they know right now, by next year, all the
they're gonna be
tariffs have hit.
extinct.
All the tariffs will hit by next year. All the fact that all these hospitals, this Medicare, all these insurance companies already starting to change codes and change how they're going to cover shit, all that is going to be felt by the time this next election comes. The problem we have is that a lot of people are just going to say, I'm a vote Democrat. And I don't want them to do that. I want them to find the person that actually is going to fucking do something. Not a person
But
that
that's why I
says,
feel like our
oh,
two-party system is fucked.
it's not
It's
that.
like,
I don't think it's fucked. I think the two-party system works. The problem is that people don't do their homework.
that's true. That's very, very true.
That's the biggest thing. It's not that the two-party system is fine. Liberal, you can change the names all you want. It's we are not doing the homework to find the people that we need to vote for. Like, look at the Zoran in fucking New York City.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for November.
This dude,
I don't
everybody's
even live in
hating
New
on
York,
him.
bro, but
All
like,
the rich people hate him. All the rich people hate him. But this dude is an actual New Yorker, born and raised in New York City, still lives in the city, doesn't live upstate or anywhere, still owns it, and people need to do that. We're
and the
gonna
way
get
he
a
can
bunch of
handle the
fake
Muslim
Dems.
hate,
Yes.
I love that. I love that so much because these
Yeah.
people are so. I don't, dude.
That's why I said,
Is it
because look,
hate school or something? Because they're
there's
so
two.
professional at it
Hold
too.
on. I saved two videos that it was two people that were going for fucking districts in, I think it was Tennessee. Hold on, I'm gonna find them. Where's she at? Where this chick at? Where's she at? Oh no, that was a Michigan.
Huh.
I saw the Michigan state representative that I reposted the video. Carrie Reagan's, but she's from Michigan. She was just explaining how the Republicans cut funding
Reagan.
for a lot of the
Oh
stuff.
no.
No, it's spelled differently. It's not the same one. He's like, Reagan, now we ain't doing that shit again.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Her name is Marielana Kinter. She's going as a Democrat for Florida's 7th district. I also have another
Oh
one that's like
yes.
Anthony. Anthony, I forget his name. I have him. He's another one that I follow a lot. He's going for another Democrat in Florida. The other chick was somewhere in I think Tennessee. Where this chick at?
I feel like
Oh,
the first stepping stone is Florida. I feel like if we clean Florida, we might be able to clean anywhere else.
if we clean all the Republican states, we actually might move somewhere. We actually may
Yeah.
move forward. Because the thing is you
Yeah.
have a lot of this representation that is Republican. Y'all don't have health care. Y'all don't have the facilities. Y'all don't have that. So y'all don't know what it is. So that's why I think it's like jealousy of the fact that they're like, oh shit, these people got all this stuff, and here I am with nothing. That's why they always complaining. And they nosy too, but it was just like you're gonna have a bunch of this is the important this is one thing I want people to pay attention to when it comes to these people that are gonna be elected. Where's their campaign money coming from?
Exactly. Anything from APAC, you got to get rid of that shit. That's the biggest cancer
Any
this country's got.
any money that isn't from the actual people of this state and you have an outside entity just throwing money at you, that's the person not to vote for. Because that means somebody's paying them off. Case in point, Mike Johnson. Like most people didn't understand. He won the election. He won and put together $19 million for a campaign. Imagine that for a representative. $19 million. $4 million was from the state of Louisiana. $15 million came from outside of Louisiana. So you have to pay, that's what we got to pay attention to. Where's the money coming from? Is it the people in the actual state that feel that he needs to win? Or is it people outside the state that need him to win? Because if it's a person from outside that needs your state to win, something ain't adding up. So you need to
Something
pay
is adding
attention.
up for them, though.
Oh, for them, for that person that's running, yes. But if you find a person that's running for election anywhere in this country next year and you look at their campaign money and it's just like, oh, you made money from where? Bro, they ain't even in the state. Like, the one time that I don't have any issue where the money comes from is for the president. Because that's a national thing. But if you have your state representation receiving money from an outside entity that doesn't even live in your state, what did they give up to win? See what I'm saying? Nobody gives you $15 million for no reason. Shit. This administration can't even give you the $5,000 they said they owe you. See, Frosty, the Latin and Hispanic communities, the people of color communities are the ones that we need to educate the most on this. Because they don't pay attention to that. The people of color in this country don't pay attention to politics till it's the fucking federal election. Most of these people don't even know there's midterm elections. Most of these people don't know when they were supposed to vote for their mayor or their fucking anybody in their fucking city. This is where it's important. You're able to vote, you're of age, you need to register, and you need to pay attention to who's there. If you've seen the person walking down the street and he stopped to talk to you, I think I'm gonna vote for somebody that does that than a person I just keep seeing on TV, but I've never seen in real life or done anything in person. You got to start paying attention to people's actions, what they've done. If they were already in Congress and they just trying to move up to the federal level, they got bills they proposed. Your state has a legislative branch that conducts anything that has to be proposed or a bill. You can check, oh, well, Cruz is running for this. What has Cruz done? Oh, not a damn thing. I ain't voted for his ass. It's not that hard. That shit ain't that hard.
I mean, he stood up over here educating MAGA for 2 months. That takes some guts.
But that's the thing. It was just at least I can say, hey, look, I'm a military veteran, and what I do with my time
Got
is
some
educate
patience.
veterans to do that. Right there is something big. I make sure to take time out of my day to make sure veterans are taken care of and they got their entitlements and their benefits secured.
There you go. Man, you
And
got a
have
whole
I,
campaign. You just gotta.
And I got a degree in public administration, which knows and means I understand how government works. I understand how policies are created. I understand how they're written, how they're amended. These are the things I understand. I was just like, doesn't mean that I know what I'm going to do, because the thing is, I still got to figure out, hey, what is the priority? But the priority is how do I make sure all Americans win with this, not certain ones.
Exactly.
That's it. That could be my campaign trail. Here for everyone, not the specific. That's it. That's it.
There you go.
And that's all you got to do. But that's what we got to educate people, and that's what we got to do it. Because there's no way we moving forward without the people that don't understand this understanding this. Because if you don't know or understand the voting process, fine, let me educate you. But hey, you should be able to tell a person of character or not. You shouldn't be going off of, oh, I seen him on TV. And since I seen him on TV, because I know a lot of people of color do that shit. Bro, I saw his commercial. That's what I'm voting for. I don't know what the fuck he's planning to do, but I seen him on TV. I don't recognize any of these other names. That's how a lot of people do that shit. I had to fucking educate my parents on that shit. It was just like my mom is like, nah, this person did this, and that. She was like, really? I was just like, yeah, he's a Democrat, but take the other one. Vote for the other one. He was like, this guy has done something, and he's actually worked with people and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay. But most of the time, they don't understand that. Most of the time, these are the same people that happen with MAGA. They just pay attention to the news. And in the news, what did they get force-fed? Donald Trump. Advertisement here, advertisement
It's
there.
literally just the intro of Family Guy.
Mm-hmm.
It seems today that all you see.
But that's what they do. They just force it onto those communities. So in those communities that are poorly fucking represented, you don't find people trying to represent them because they don't try to educate them to the point to represent them. Look at how they're treating the people in Tennessee. You know those two the two black representatives, the one with the fro and then the other one with the long hair, that they tried to like silence them and didn't want them to talk. And then they decided to make a law that if you vote against anything against Trump's immigration thing, that it would be considered a Class E felony. Like, imagine
What
that,
the
that you are...
When the fuck did that happen?
What? You didn't hear about that, Sagi? Yeah.
No.
In Tennessee, they did that.
Tennessee
That if you
is so...
voted against something and it was it, and they were standing against it, but nobody talks about that because the thing is what most people ain't paying attention to is what their states are doing.
Tennessee's wilding out, bro, because Tennessee also did this thing about gun laws. They were saying that gun prohibitions around parks and stuff like that are unconstitutional. And I'm like, so which is, GTA lobby everywhere, right?
But yeah,
Like, what's going on?
That's the biggest thing right now. That's what most people are not paying attention to. What is your state doing right now? Because all these states, you got to remember, all these states are coming up with budget proposals. There's a new fiscal year coming up. Ain't nobody paying attention. Shit, you know my property tax is about to go up 8%.
Jesus Christ. My fuck ass state is trying to like do some building on mind you,
dime. I know.
America's only rainforest. They're trying to build some shit in it. I don't know
Frosty,
what the hell.
I've reported on that. That's the whole the superintendent of Oklahoma, the one that got caught watching porn while on the job, is the one that's
Dude.
demanding that any liberal or anybody that comes from a blue state that is a teacher has to take a woke assessment to
Boy,
teach
you watch
in
porn.
Oklahoma.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's my thing. It was just like, how you gonna say somebody that's coming from a state that's already have a higher education than you can't teach there because they're woke, and you 50th? So you don't want the smarter teachers to come teach in your state because they're too woke, but you 50th. You 50. The District of Columbia is fucking ahead of you. Fucking, it's New Mexico and Oklahoma, the last two. So New Mexico's 51st. Oklahoma's 50th.
Hey, but this is further proof that they don't understand what woke means.
But that's
Never
the
gotten
thing.
it in the first place, bro.
That's what they going off of. But
They
that's the
haven't
thing.
understood what it means for years.
Because it's
They
funny. The
just take
funny
whatever
thing
we say
about
and then when it's just twisted. Come on.
yeah, the funny thing about Oklahoma is that I've spoken to people from Oklahoma, and they told me that when they had Democratic governors, they were actually moving up on the list of education, and then they started voting Republican, and they've gone all the way back down to 50th. So it shows you that it's who's representing them. But the thing is when you don't educate people and tell them like, yo, this is what's going on. If you're listening to a guy that wants to tell people that they have to take a test while he's watching porn at the workplace that everybody else can see,
Bruh.
I don't think that's the person you should have as a superintendent. Mind you, he's a superintendent of schools. You got
Ew.
not like, how do y'all still have this motherfucker as the superintendent?
You should be
That's how
super
ass
fired, bruh.
backwards
What the
fucking
fuck?
Oklahoma is. You are the superintendent of the education system in your state, and you were caught watching fucking porn. And you still got a job? Must be a Republican state, huh?
DEI is hell, bruh.
Like that's the thought process that people don't understand. This dude was caught watching porn on the job. You're the school superintendent. So you mean to tell me a person that was watching porn that is in charge of all the education with your kids is still
And that's
the
like an
fucking
expellable
superintendent?
offense in school, too. Like, you could get expelled from school for doing that,
Yet he gets to be superintendent. But yeah, y'all want to tell me about another state doing something. You want to tell
bruh.
me about fucking asylum seekers receiving money from blue states. But you got somebody watching porn in your school system and he's still the fucking superintendent. Like, come on, man. Y'all
I'm
can't make this shit up with the stupidity that these people
telling you,
fucking
the
have.
bliss that these people live under has to be studied. It needs to be studied for the betterment of humankind because we cannot allow it to, like, go
You,
down that bad, nigga.
you
Like,
remember
I
when
don't
they
know.
used to fucking lobotomize people because they thought they saw aliens?
For real?
We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
But for these people,
We
because
might
yo,
have to.
it's getting crazy. And it's funny. Imagine all those people that got lobotomized and then to come out that there was actually aliens. That they weren't crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Sitting there all silent, like, I knew it. I knew it.
That's the crazy part. It's just like people don't realize that shit. That it's simple things like that, but most people don't pay attention that you need to know who the fuck you're voting for. It's no longer always a Democrat. Oh, he's a Republican. It's what has this person done? What have they accomplished? What have they done that's worthwhile? What have they proposed? What have they worked on? Have they worked in the community? Do they live in the community? Are they even from the community? Are they from the higher class, the lower class? Where's the background of these people? Because the thing is most people ain't paying attention to that. And the thing is it's crazy to me because it's like if you're gonna do any kind of work or work with somebody, you're gonna try to figure out what kind of person they are.
Right? But I've also noticed that it's a lot of selfishness too. Because at least around here, when I was like asking when I went asking people like who are you voting for, some people told me that it was Donald Trump, and it was just because I made more money, because I made more money, because I made more money, and he'll make me make more money. Um,
The
Ow,
same
though.
thing I tell those
And
people.
so
The same way you were broke before him, after him, during Biden, you still gonna be broke now. It ain't gonna change. You had
like
8 years to not be broke, and you still were broke under the same tax code.
having Trump is just like having your shitty ass boss from your shitty ass job, but as the president. Like, what the fuck? I don't.
It's just
I
that
don't
he's
know.
not taking care of the people. The representation that we have isn't taking care of the people. And this is where people need to realize that. If you had anybody that's up for re-election that voted against your health care, that's a simple equation.
There's
That's
a guy
simple that
now.
you know you gotta get them out.
There's a guy now. He's going like, well, if there is any legislation, I will vote against it. But he voted for the bill. Like,
Yeah, all of them did. All those Republicans that did that need to be voted out. Because a lot of them went to their constituents. A lot of them had those town halls and told them, yo, we're not going to cut Medicare. We're not cutting Medicaid. And then next thing you know, a week later, they voted for the cut of Medicare and Medicaid. And then I think
I want to
which one was
see,
it? I forget it. There was a lieutenant governor. I forget of which state that he was like, there's no such thing as free healthcare. I was like, damn, bro. So why the fuck do
bruh,
you get it as a representative?
right?
Ain't that crazy? The people that are be like, yo, nobody should have free healthcare are the ones that are in Congress right now receiving free healthcare. So why is it that our representation is getting something that us as constituents can't?
Man, this
Nobody
just sounds
asked
like a
that
Marvel
question.
movie.
It
And that's the
was just
worst
like,
part. This sounds like a movie.
it's like that shit is crazy to me. All these people literally fucking told their constituents, all these red states were told that nothing was going to happen to their Medicare or Medicaid. And then literally a week later, the vote came in. Remember, they stayed in late to make sure that the vote came in. But for the Epstein files, they decided we got to take a break. Mind you, can somebody answer me, why the fuck does Congress have recess?
I mean, technically, they do
They
work
really
like
should.
every day.
No, bro. They only work half the year.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They only work half the year. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up real quick.
Ain't they still on recess now until like what, September?
Mm-hmm.
They've been
Dude, my
on
best
recess
friend met
this how
AOC
long?
the other day. I'm so pissed.
Congress works an average
Damn.
of about 130 to 170 days a year.
Oh, you got me fucked up.
130 days?
I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'm going to let y'all sit on that one.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Just
Y'all
a
can talk
little
on that one.
over
I'm
four
going to let y'all talk
months.
on that one.
Uh-uh.
Just a little
Nah.
over 4 months, and they're sitting over here talking about like,
If you work 40 hours, then you can get free healthcare.
bruh.
Don't even work. Barely more than 4 fucking months.
I need Joni. I need us to get Joni Ernst the hell out of here, bro. She was the one. She's the one who went like, "We're all gonna die." Like that's in that was. I mean, but hey, giving her some props. That line, if it were in a movie, that line was cold as fuck. But it's not a movie.
It's not.
It's
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 not.
not. It's really not a movie. Like that shit was grim. It was grim as hell. Like, could you imagine you're out here waiting for like the person that you literally depend on,
Right.
and they just like,
Well, sometimes you gotta kick the bucket. Like,
Like, bitch, bitch, they voted you in to do a job.
See, now, Rock Doc
it's
says they're supposed to
crazy.
be with their constituents now. I was just like, oh, isn't that the whole point of
Hey,
having your state Senate and state representatives? Because you have a state Congress also. The state Congress is supposed to be the ones that are talking to the people because they're the ones that directly affect the stuff that changes in the state. At the federal level, those representations should just be talking to the state level to see how they can do it to make it a federal thing. No, people don't know. Most people don't know that. Imagine, like, yo, 4 months? My man, which one of MAGA works for 4 months? Shit. Tell me anybody in this country that gets to work 130 to 170 days, gets free health care, gets to travel for free on the taxpayers' dime, and then gets to decide that they don't want to do a vote for the Epstein files.
Bruh.
And get paid like what, 170 grand a year? Not counting the freaking insider trading they be doing.
Mm,
So imagine that. Hold on,
I'm voting for who?
let's see
I'm voting
this.
for the first person who makes a bill to ban that shit. I want my congressman to be as broke as me.
That's why I said
AOC tried.
don't elect me.
You want representation? Shit, represent me for real.
Don't elect me because I'm gonna fuck up this country. So imagine this, right? Look, this is how much. Imagine you being a politician. Vegas, Soggy, just throw out a number how much you think these people make a day.
About 100 something K.
They make $1,000 a day.
Um,
1,000. Look at I just did it simply. I took $174,000 and I divided it by the most, which was 170 days. They basically make $1,023 every day they step into.
bro. Oh my god, that's like, in how much is that in a month? Or like,
No, Abba, there's been multiple. There's been Democrats and there's been Republicans that have submitted an anti-insider trading bill. And all those people that have been there for so fucking long all said no. So that's not only Democrats doing it, it's on both sides. So there are Democrats and there are Republicans that have been pushing a no trading inside
it
Congress
has to be
bill.
it has to be a presidential push. Like,
So imagine that, y'all. Imagine letting everybody. That's what I need to make a video on that. And be like, hey, everybody, did you know that your politician is making $1,000 a day with free healthcare and free travel while you're working damn near 300, what? I say 340 days a year.
Yeah.
And you get paid how much? And your insurance premium is how much? And your car payment is how much? Your car insurance is how much? Matter of fact, when's the last time you got on a plane? Oh, you haven't? Damn, imagine that. They get that
Right.
for free.
Yep.
Oh, or you
Whenever.
could be or you could be Ted Cruz and go to Cancun
Or Greece. Don't forget Greece.
or Greece when your state is freezing. Remember
Yep.
that. Oh,
where
I
the
know they
flood
get paid
happened.
for life. They get paid for life too. People don't know that, right?
bro,
Their
Ted
pension.
Cruz is such Ted Cruz is such a fucking sitcom character because I can't believe every time that Texas is in peril, he just fucking dips, bro.
He's such a bitch. Hey,
I'm sorry, but like, bro, he's like, shit, it's my cue. Like, why,
like,
bro? It's so fucked.
he was
It-
already unlikable before 2016, and then you saw when he ran for president and they were doing the primaries, and Trump insulted the fuck out of his wife. You saw how much or how little he fucking did to even just defend his own damn wife. His kids don't fucking like him. They don't fucking respect him at all.
It looks like
He's a
Michael from
bitch.
GTA, bro.
He
Bro,
blamed them for wanting to go on vacation
so
as to why he wasn't there for the snowstorm.
this is just a quick lookup of. I just did it on Google quick search. I have to do a bit more research to see exactly what the numbers are, but off of Google, it says that for members of Congress retired as of October 1st of 2022, the average annual pension was $84,504. For those under the older civil service retirement system, $45,276 for those under the new federal employment retirement system. So not only do these people work for 4 months a year, they get paid $174,000, basically $1,000 a day. And then when they retire, they still make more money in retirement than the average person makes in an annual year.
That's insane, bro.
Rage. Rage. Internal rage. Yeah, that's all I feel. Internal rage. Hmm. It's a good thing I
I
never
need
had
my
superpowers.
congressman as broke as me. That's how it's got to be. Because who said that? I think it was Jen Aiko or something. She said you can't be broke. No, that was SZA. Can't you can't trust nobody that you had never been broke with. So like,
Hmm.
none of these people. You got a Tesla truck? Get out of here. You got anything that's not a Camry? I don't want you.
Especially if you got a fucking Cybertruck with that ugly ass shit.
If it's not a 2012 beaten up Toyota
So this
Yaris, I'm not voting for you.
so this is the formula. So this is the formula for the
Uh huh.
new retirement plan. So it says the basic pension formula for a member of Congress is based on their highest 3 consecutive years of salary. Basically like they used to be in the military.
Hmm.
And a multiplier based on their years of service. For those under the fares, the
Mm.
accrual rate is you get 1.7% per year for the first 20 years of service, and then 1% for each year of service after 20 years.
And how many members of Congress have been in office for, let's just say, my entire life, which is 34 years? Let's
Mm-hmm.
just do some math on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's certainly a few who've been in office since before I was born.
Shit.
Yeah.
Glitch
Pelosi's
McConnell.
almost at 40 plus years.
Mm-hmm. Her and bitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell's gonna turn into
And
dust
and
in that seat,
and
bruh.
Chuck Schumer too.
Yep.
Chuck,
And shoot.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
What to do with Chuck? Because Chuck is moving good, but Chuck
Yep.
takes money from APEC.
He sure the fuck does. Mm-hmm.
Chucky
Oh,
boy takes money from
this is
APEC.
something I didn't know. Leaders of the House and Senate are paid at a higher salary than other members.
Oh,
Oh.
It, it gets better, y'all. In the Senate, the
oh,
leadership gets paid, the majority party leader gets paid 193,400.
what the
So
fuck?
whoever
That's why
the
Mike Johnson's so happy.
no, that's not his pay. He's in the House. I haven't gotten to him yet. I haven't gotten to
Oh
him
shit,
yet. This is in the
he's
Senate
happy
side, so
as.
I don't know who the
Ugh.
Senate majority leader is. I don't know who that is. For
I
the
think isn't that John Kennedy? I think it was.
I don't know. Whoever's the guy that sits next to in the Senate, like whoever sits next to Vance when the Senate is there, that's the Republican majority person. The minority person, which would be the Democrat that falls in there, which I think that's what, Schumer? Is that Schumer? The minority party leader, I think is Schumer. He also makes 193,400. The Senate president pro tempore, or basically whoever runs the Senate, is 193,400 also. So now let's go to the House. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, makes $223,500.
Oh my god.
Then Jeffries, the majority leader in the House, makes 193,400, and then the minority also makes 193,400. So the highest paid person is the Speaker of the House at 223,500.
And he not even speaking for he bro. Who he speaking for? He makes $200,000 a week. Like he's not speaking. I know damn well he's not speaking for MAGA. That's crazy. That's insane.
Here's another one. The death gratuity payments. Lesser known among congressional perks is the tradition of granting death gratuity payments to the heirs of members who pass away while serving in office. The amount is equal to the member's yearly congressional salary, and the payments are provided regardless of the financial status of the member, many of whom are millionaires. From 2000 through 2025, the payments have cost taxpayers $7 million.
Huh.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Bro, that's wild.
You know, are you sure you don't want to run for Congress, Cruz? Are you sure?
Bro, I'll flip this whole country around, man.
No,
I
please. We
I don't
need
think,
that though.
bro. I don't think they would let me make it. I would end up in a car accident or something, or a plane accident or some shit. They wouldn't
Shit.
let me. Bro, if I tell the people,
Let's build a
bro,
bunker, bro. We'll run the whole
a-
thing in the bunker.
as soon as I say, yo, whatever state you from, you getting paid at the minimum wage of your state, I'm gone. Imagine telling Mike Johnson that makes $223,000 a year, you getting paid $725 an hour. That bro ain't going, bro. He'll
Shoot.
turn. These people will find any which way to be like,
That'd be my
he's a
first order of
radical.
business if I was shit.
He's a radical.
If I was president, that'd be my first order of business.
No, the worst thing.
Everybody in the House, Senate, and Congress down to 725. Let me see
You
how
know what it
let me
is
see how
though.
y'all do it like
You
that.
know what the thing is I would have to pull a J.D. Bowman. I would have to change my name to be successful.
Oh
DB
yeah,
Cooper.
No, my first name, not my last name. My first name.
yeah. Forgot about that one.
They're gonna be like, oh no, he's a communist. We can't have that shit. We seen what happened in Cuba. We seen what happened in Cuba. We can't have this again.
Yeah.
They would terrorize me. They would associate me with communism, fucking socialism. I'd be like, but I'm gonna give you free health care. The shit that you actually paying for, you would get it for free. You don't want that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't? You still want to live the way you do? Okay.
Might have to go by the name Frederick.
It just changed.
Shit.
Or what the fuck isn't it Cruz's name? The other Cruz, Ted Cruz, was it his name? Ramon?
Raphael.
Oh, Raphael. I knew it was something with an R.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not Ted.
It's my name. Ew, I'm gonna go change it.
It's not Ted Cruz. It's funny. I can't wait. Imagine, I think MAGA just needs to find out that his
So
name is Raphael.
Theodore Raphael Cruz.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Not Theodore.
God damn, bro.
Not Theodore.
I think that's what I think it
I'm
is.
gonna call him like that.
I think MAGA
Alvin
doesn't realize that
Simon.
he has. I don't think MAGA realizes that Raphael is a Raphael.
They really don't. He's really twisted his image enough.
Yeah, he just makes it seem like he runs by Ted Cruz. It's like, bro, that's not your name. Why don't you go by Raphael?
Nope.
That's the name that was given to you. Shit, even JD Vance had to change his name to Bowman.
Hey,
The-
it was assigned at birth, huh?
But the people that don't like exactly to be assigned at birth and don't like pronouns and shit can't even keep their own
Right.
names?
Exactly.
You can't even call yourself Theodore? Or Raphael? Where's Ted come from? Who came
But they
up
ain't
with
got the
that
nerve to
shit?
keep, and they got the nerve to have trans women in his mouth every damn time.
I mean, why you think he goes to Cancun? Shit.
Mhm.
The thing
And
is,
his ass is
Frosty,
from Canada.
I've been paying attention to that. Yeah. You didn't know that either? Bro, this dude is all full of it. This dude is a jack of all trades for not being what he needs to
Mr. Worldwide over here, bro. He needs to go bold, bro.
Yep.
Fucking Ted is short for Theodore. I don't care, double. His name is Raphael. That's how I'm gonna
And
call him.
yet,
About
all
Raphael
the
Cruz.
people who should be here for this, they ain't even here.
Yeah, MAGA don't hear this shit. MAGA always disappears when you
Mhm.
start making too much sense. Oh, just like Raphael Cruz left your ass in the cold, freezing,
Mhm.
while he was on the fucking beach with a margarita,
Mhm.
while getting paid $174,000 a year.
Mhm.
Wow,
Dude, that man is.
bitch is short for.
Well, he got a point there. It is.
I just forgot where I was. Yo, oh my god! But it's crazy. Like this dude, I don't know, man. It's just like it gets to the point where it's just like, bro, how the fuck did this man run? And then you are so anti what you are.
Yep.
What has
I
he
think it's
said
because of that.
when questioned about the trips? Like whenever he like went to Cancun
Is
for
that
the
they
blizzard.
don't question him because the Republicans don't ask him those
God
questions.
damn, because like I want to know what he said. I want to
Because
know what he would say.
because look at
Oh, he
this.
I
blamed
was
the
just
kids on that
protecting
one.
my family. Like,
Imagine the fact that now through this gerrymandering process, you were arresting or trying to arrest politicians because they left the state, but you had your
Mm-hmm.
senator leave the fucking state when your fucking whole state was in a crisis.
Yep. Again.
Not
Again.
one time, he's done it twice. And don't
Mm-hmm.
forget, and what Texans don't forget is that they funded that. Because
come
remember,
on,
Yep.
they
Texas.
fly on taxpayer money.
Yep.
He didn't pay for
Come
that out of
on,
his pocket.
Texas. What's
He
going
told
on?
Texas, yo, I'm going to Cancun. And you know he went first class. You know his ass
I'll
didn't go
catch y'all
fucking
later.
economy.
But
You
this, I think this also speaks to something because I'm pretty sure Texas is like rigged to high hell even more. Because ain't no way in hell, ain't no way in hell this man would still be in here when everybody hates him. Even his own party hates him more than they probably hate Donald Trump. No, his ass should have been gone. And I
that's
But
the
they
think
need
thing
him for
though, as
majority.
that's
that
exactly
He's
they're
it.
literally a
hypocritical.
pawn.
That's what it is. They
Hmm.
need a the thing is like you gotta remember the easiest way to convince these people of color that they have some representation, you gotta throw up one of the most fakest people
Oh,
you got there, because the Hispanics know his name is Raphael.
yep.
The Hispanics know, but they ain't saying nothing towards it. They're like, oh my God, it's one of us. We gotta vote for him. And then he does everything
What's
against them, and it's just like,
what's the Hispanic equivalent for like a Clayton Bigsby or a freaking
that's what I was
Uncle
trying to.
Ruckus?
I was trying to think of it, but that's why I was just like, I couldn't think of nothing. I don't know. I don't know.
Shoot.
Man, he
Need
kind
to
of
find
is
one.
though. No, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. Literally,
I think Ted
he
Cruz
doesn't.
is
He
the
denounces.
definition. I
He
think Ted Cruz is
denounces that
this.
he is. He denounces that he's Latino. He changed his name to
Hmm.
fucking anything. Could have been anything. Could have been Destroyer, Devourer of Worlds. Bro chose Ted.
Nah, I like what
Just such a
Double said.
lame.
Bitch Raphael Cruz. That has a nice ring
Yep,
to it. That's all that
it
does sound
does.
it does sound pretty good. That shit does
Hmm.
sound pretty good.
All he is and all he ever will be.
But it's just like it's crazy to see this because it's just like, bro, this is what this country doesn't pay attention to. And I think these are the things that people need to start highlighting more. It was like, yo, your representative is making 174,000 in 4 months.
Hmm.
Texas, what's going on? Y'all gotta get up,
You
bro.
you
I thought y'all were like football.
a lizard? He said a lizard. No, the British like to call their people lizards. Just licking ass all the time. I work at the Brits and they said that. I was just like, yeah, we just call them lizards. And I was like, what? Yeah, they licking something all the fucking time. And it was just like, they don't care what it is. They just make sure to do it. It's like, damn. I was like, fuck. I was like, it makes sense though. I was just like, but
Hmm.
that's the thing that most people don't understand and don't see. It's just like, you don't see this stuff and you don't see that this is what's going on. This is the issue we have that is just like, nah, it's just not working for you. It's not
I feel like,
successful for you. Like,
but I feel like if there's one thing that we should teach, and I feel like we should teach kids about this shit off rip is hypocrisy because I feel like if there's
Yeah.
one thing that's gotten us here is that
Uh-huh.
the hypocrisy in between. Well, I'd say both parties because right now we got the whole thing in Gaza, but we got hella
Yeah.
Democrats getting money from APAC, and then you got this dude doing all this crazy shit, but then you
Yep.
got people defending him, saying, "Oh, I'm about the Constitution," but he's like taking the Constitution out for a walk on a leash right now, and it's like
No, that's the
Not
other
even taking
thing.
it for a walk on a leash. He's taking it and using it as toilet paper.
for real. Like he's mopping the floor while
And
it's
that's
raining with
and
it.
that's another
Like
telling part right here. That's another telling part with the Gaza issue. The other telling part
Hmm.
about these representatives is just like, you notice how none of them condemned the fact that Israel bombed the hospital twice?
exactly.
Right.
I haven't heard jack shit about that shit.
Not
That shit
one.
has got me fucked up.
And then the thing is that the worst part about this is that Israel is trying to play it off like they didn't know what they were doing. And most people don't
Nah.
actually know the reason why they did it. Most people don't know why that hospital was targeted. Most people don't know why that building was hit 2 times back to back. Do y'all know why?
Phil.
Why?
So, that hospital was being used by the journalists that were reporting on everything. That staircase was where all the journalists would meet because that's where they only got internet from, because it was the highest building possible to reach internet to be able to send out information. That's
Well,
why that building was hit twice. Because they
They
knew
were
the
trying to demolish
journalists
it.
were there. That's where the journalists all went to make sure that they can get some Wi-Fi, to get some signal, to push out the information they just recorded. Because remember, they don't really got internet like that over there. So the one place that he could get it from, and all the journalists from, because remember, I think it was like, what, 4 journalists that got unalived? And then whatever other
yeah.
injuries happened, they were all there. So you hit it once, but then the part that they didn't think was going to happen was that there were other journalists on the outside. That's why that shit was caught on live TV when the second strike hit. That's why the video they were showing, you saw the humanitarian aid workers working, and you saw some of the journalists. And the beginning of the video, the funny thing is that the main media cut off the video.
Really?
Yeah, that's not the full video. Because most people, the video that they saw was the video of the, like, you see the one humanitarian guy like working and talking, and then you see
Yeah.
boom. That wasn't the beginning of the video. The beginning of the video is a man showing the fucking camera in 2 pieces. Showing the camera in 2 pieces. Then he put it down. Then you see the humanitarian come up, and then you see the second hit. So they weren't trying to
I
show
saw
people
a
that it was the
video.
journalists there. They were just
I
trying to
saw a
make it seem
video
like
of
they
a
hit a
guy.
hospital.
I saw a video of a guy that was holding a camera that was bloody before one of the hits.
Yeah, that's the
Is
actual
that it?
video. That's the video. If you see the mainstream ones, you won't see the one with the camera guy or the guy holding the camera. The one that everybody else is pushing out on the main media doesn't show the camera being shown like, yo, this is bloodied. This is what happened. This is what they were trying to stop. And then you see the next hit come in. Most people don't know that that's what it was. But then what does Netanyahu say? Oh, we're going to investigate.
Hamas. I fucking every time that man opens his mouth, bro, I swear
Anytime
bugs
any
come out.
politician says anything against fucking Gaza, I wish I had the ability to just slap him.
For
That's
real,
it.
bro.
I was just like, you're not gonna tell me these people targeted a hospital twice. And then the fact is that they didn't even try to say that it was because it was a Hamas stronghold. They just said it was an accident.
And,
So
and
y'all
then they
accidentally
changed it to
bomb a
say that it
place
was
twice?
Hamas.
Yeah, and then they changed it to Hamas. Once the word started getting out that, oh shit, they attacked all the journalists that were in Gaza trying to report, then it was just like, oh, it was a Hamas stronghold. No, the fuck it wasn't. It
It's
was
the
people
same
that have been
BS lie
pushing
every
all
time.
the, yeah, it's every single time, and people are gullible for it because what? Mainstream media doesn't say anything. All the representation doesn't fucking say anything. It was just like none of them are calling this out. Like this, that is, Imagine watching a fucking war crime in 4K. That's the part that has had me fucking agitated and aggravated. I literally witnessed a war crime in 4K. And they're gonna try to justify it and say, oh, we're gonna look into the incident. And nobody's condemning it. Like, I need to know what these people have on their heads.
And that's the thing, Cruz. I don't know if this is a little personal, but you having like experience and all that. If coming from a logical point of view, wouldn't the most logical thing to do when it comes to the hostages would be ground ops? Like people in there, going
Bro.
in there,
Yeah,
hidden.
yeah, that would be the logical thing to do. Because the thing is you have special operations, and special operations can do that. But the thing is you notice how Hamas just continues to move somehow further and further away every single time after they've just destroyed everything else. Because you saw that. Have you seen the aerial footage of Gaza?
Yeah, that shit brought me to tears.
I was just like,
I
that's not,
was I was with my friend, and that shit brought me to tears. And like
bro. I
bro,
seen that. Then it was just like, I don't have. That's why I think it was just like I don't have the time. I saw that also, and then it was just like I don't have the time to deal with maggot anymore because of that.
Right.
Because if you support some shit like that, you're not human. You're a piece of shit. You deserve to either be shot or stabbed or fucking. I don't care. Y'all can ban me TikTok. I don't give a fuck. I'm on YouTube. Y'all can watch me there. I don't give a fuck about these
Like
people no
ban
more.
all of us at that point.
I was just like,
for real,
because I
bro.
could only imagine what's gonna happen once September hits with these new terms of service bullshit that they're trying to push out. I can only imagine how much
Mhm.
people are gonna be fucking quieted so that they
Censored,
don't see
bro.
all this shit. The censor. But remember, it was the Democrats that wanted to censor people. You remember that bullshit?
Hmm.
You
Right?
remember that bullshit? That it was the Democrats that wanted to censor people. Mind you, it's the Republicans that own the fucking TikTok. Mind you, it's the
Yep.
White House, the same people that were trying to ban it and made it federally banned across Congress and the federal government. Now, all of a sudden, they made a TikTok account. Wouldn't that be breaking the law for the same law you created?
Yes.
Yeah. Seems to be part of the curriculum.
Like, how dense do you have to be as someone that's MAGA to not fucking see that they created a law that they decided to break themselves?
Dumb as
Like, what the
hell.
fuck?
Dumber than hell.
It's
What
just
is
like
the
it's just like
lowest level of
infuriating.
stupidity?
MAGA. That's the new definition. I don't know. Because
I
if
don't
you
know,
actually
because I
look,
feel like
because
that's
if you
lower than the
actually
lowest
look it
level
up,
now.
because if you actually look it up, they still won't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you just got to call them MAGA. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's crazy because the thing is we are watching like I'm disappointed in the fucking world. Not
Yeah.
even just the U.S. I'm disappointed in the whole fucking world. I'm disappointed in all the leadership we have across the fucking world, except like Ireland, because Ireland is like the one of the few countries that's like we denounce Israel for what they've done. I fuck with the Irish.
Ireland's
I love the Irish
good.
people, but it's just
Because
Fuck
like
they've been
Irish.
through that shit before,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like
People that have gone
the
through persecution understand what it is to be persecuted. But the thing is I don't think these people, nobody has gone through this level of persecution.
but that's the thing. The Jews have. And that's the
The
thing that
Jew,
pisses me off
but
the most about this.
but the thing
It's like,
is that the Jews didn't go through the same thing that they're going here. Here, these people are just going through and bombing everything. With the Jewish community, all of Europe gave up their Jews. That's the thing that most people never get taught in history. Every European country gave up their Jews, put them on a train, and sent them to Germany.
Wow.
Nobody
really?
knows this. This is something I learned when I went to Auschwitz. I was in Poland, I went to Auschwitz, and I started reading the fucking walls. And you see the information. And they have it in those fucking, because they have it, it's like little barracks buildings that it looks like. And all of them are like 2 floors. The first floor and some of them, you see that they have the trains dated when it arrived, how many people arrived. Next train, how many people arrived. Next train, how many people arrived. Where they arrived from. Literally, Auschwitz has become a memorial that each barrack building is now a different country. So you have the building that's from the Netherlands that shows all the Jews from the Netherlands that got sent. You got the ones that went from Poland. You got the ones that came from it. You have them all there, and each building has it showing that they were actually sent by the European countries to the Germans. Because the Germans had too much power, the Germans had a bigger military, and none of these countries wanted to start a war. So they all literally rounded up all their Jewish, and they put them on trains and sent them to fucking Germany. But they won't teach you that in the history books. That it took me going over there and seeing that for me to learn. And the thing is they went through some, bruh, it's hard to walk through those buildings. Cause there's a couple of buildings, like I believe it's the building that has the Polish people. It's literally when you walk in, bro, the whole first floor is just their pictures. Every single one of them, their pictures along the wall.
And
So every
you
single
know what makes
Polish
me
person that was gone is on the wall.
and you know what makes me so mad about this is the perversion that they have with the Holocaust now. That every time that you criticize Israel, no, bro. No,
I was
I know
like,
what
it
happened.
wasn't right.
I
It
read what
wasn't
happened.
right. But the thing is
Exactly.
most people
It
don't
wasn't right.
understand
But
that.
what
Isn't
you're
right either.
doing is
It's the
akin to
same
the
thing.
same thing.
I was like, you're displacing people because you thought. See, he says, I'm a military brat. All facts. It's that most people don't look into that. Most people need to understand. Most people don't travel outside the country to see what has happened in other countries. Like I said, of all days, I went on my birthday to Auschwitz, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy. And I was just like, no, I wanted to learn something. I wanted to be by myself. I knew if I said, yo, I'm going to Auschwitz on my birthday, everybody was not going to volunteer. If I would have said I'm going to the club, everybody's like, all right, we out. I was like, nah, I just wanted to spend the day alone. I went and I walked through there. The place is quiet as shit. You walking through there is knowing that you were not the only ones that walked through those places. And then they actually have two of the chambers, and they have one of the chambers that you can walk through. So you can see exactly where they walked through, where they happened to them, and you can visualize all of that. And it's just like, this shit was terrible. The buildings that have, like, bro, there was one building, I can't remember which one it was. It was literally all their shoes. It was just like it was like maybe like a 20-foot long, like, thing, 20 foot long, 10 feet deep shoes. Just literally all of their shoes. Just on display. So it's just like, it's a crazy thing. And then you got to look at what's going on in Gaza. And it's just like, bro, these people are being massacred with bombs. It's like not even.
I heard somebody say that they're using white phosphorus, bro, and
I don't know. That we would never be able to confirm because they would never fucking say it out loud. And the thing is, what most people don't understand is if you're dealing with white phosphorus, do not put water. White phosphorus and water do not mix.
what
You're
happens
supposed
if
to
it
use
rains?
vinegar. You're supposed to use vinegar. If you use white phosphorus and white phosphorus is on you and it's already burning you, and you put water on it, it's gonna burn even more. It's just like accelerates it. So you have to use I believe is it vinegar? To get rid of it. Because that's the thing. Most people, if you get something on top of you, what's the first thing you're gonna do? Get water, rinse it off.
Yeah.
But if you don't know any better and they are using that, you're gonna use water and you're gonna end up burning yourself worse.
Mhm.
That's one of the things I learned being a chemical person in fucking the army. And also, if you watch the movie Fight Club, Yeah, they put that shit in flares. Yeah. That's why some of them can burn underwater. Because white phosphorus will
You
burn
just
through water.
reminded me about that.
hmm Remember, if you
Yeah,
haven't
because
watched
that's the
Fight
only
Club, watch
ethical
Fight Club.
use. Because it's the only ethical use for white phosphorus. It's for the flares.
He said military brat. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's that people, those are the things that people don't realize. That's just like, that's why that shit can burn in the water, because that shit is just accelerating it. So that's why that shit looks even brighter in water than it does when you
In
have
the
it up in the
water.
open air. Those little things, those are things that people don't know, but that's something that could save your life or save your arm, save your body. Because imagine you get covered in that shit and you decide, I'm going to jump in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
And then that shit is accelerating while you in the shower, or somebody sees that you covered it and they grabbing water and just throwing it at you because they think, oh, we need to get it off of them.
Mm.
So that's the thing. We don't know if they're using it or not, but that's the scary part about it. Those are things that are happening. Like, yo, there's no reason that you're gonna tell me you were going through to find terrorists and you just destroyed everything. Like, we didn't even do that to Iraq.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like,
That's how I knew it was total bullshit from the beginning.
And then
Like
you'll
we didn't
have,
even do that shit.
but the funny thing is you'll have some veteran just like, what part of Iraq were you in? I would take the part that the whole country wasn't fucking demolished. How about that?
Right.
Y'all went into Saddam's fucking palace. Was that shit destroyed? That shit didn't get bombed. You look at everything in fucking Gaza, there's no building standing.
Nothing, not a single monument. Hell, any part of natural area is basically just it's fucking rubble. It's
Bro,
like
that
what the
is it.
fuck?
Exactly. I was like, that's not, you're not trying to find a certain group. Cause shit, we dealt with ISIS.
I don't
Did we
understand how
fucking
people
destroy
don't.
the whole country?
Nope.
Exactly. I don't understand how people don't get, like, how time works and how time judges you. Like, time is
It's,
gonna creep up on these people. And
That's
and the crazy thing is that they don't understand that shit. It's just like, we didn't do that in Iraq, we didn't do that in Afghanistan, we didn't do that to ISIS, we didn't do that to the Taliban. And the craziest thing is that Israel is known for its intelligence, its military intelligence. So you have some of the best supposed military intelligence, but you tell me you had to carpet bomb a whole fucking country to find people? The
right.
shit ain't adding up.
right?
You got the best fucking security intelligence, but somehow you had to carpet bomb a whole fucking country and you still haven't been able to find the people you need to find. I'm starting to think that these hostages don't even exist.
Oh, they never did.
Dude, that's what I've been that's what I've been saying for a minute. I'm starting to believe Hamas is not even real.
I'm
Of
not
course they did.
surprised if they themselves have probably destroyed those hostages with all the bombing they did.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they
They
did.
have. They
They
have.
did.
Like at the very beginning, it came out on the news that they had killed one of the like a couple of the hostages in one of their bombing runs.
Like, it's just like, I
Like, is Hamas even real at this point? For real? Like for real? Like for real?
bro,
It
It's
doesn't.
a
It doesn't even.
boogeyman.
For real, it feels like it. It feels like a boogeyman, bro.
Mm-hmm.
the boogeyman in a country that can't be fucking found.
Exactly.
But then the thing is have you seen? And then the thing is like, that's why I say I'm just disappointed in the world. Because it's like, you see that these people are receiving aid, but Israel is blocking the aid. Oh, and did you see the stupid shit that Israel has been doing?
What?
Israel actually got some content creators to try to
Oh my
say,
god! I saw that
you saw
shit.
that shit, right? It was like
Yeah, I
6 or
saw
7
that
of them
shit. That
just
made
like,
me want to
it
almost
was just
throw
like,
up.
what is Hamas talking about? Like, look, they have
Hmm.
all this food here. They have all this. And it was just like, it's funny how y'all showing where the food is, but not showing where it's being distributed.
Exactly. Where's the
Exactly.
people eating the food at?
Because y'all say
Right?
we're giving them the food, but you don't have anybody from Gaza around the food. Why is that? But then
The
when you
check was
actually see
that
the
good that you want to
videos
do that.
of the Gaza aid places where they're getting aid from, you see how people are
Hmm.
firing upon those locations. And you've seen the videos of people getting shot towards while they're waiting to get food.
I
I
swear, man,
saw,
this
and then I saw
influencer
this
shit needs to be
morning.
AI.
And then I saw this morning fucking numbnuts McGee Netanyahu fucking going like, "Oh, yeah, Iran is 2 weeks away from developing an ICBM." I'm like, what the fuck? What is the GTA arsenal that these people got in Iran that they got a new
Bro,
weapon every week?
bro, the
Like,
crazy thing is that Netanyahu has been saying this for over a decade. He's been
oh my
saying that
god,
about Iran for over a decade that they were going to have nuclear weapons. And then what happened? The US decided to bomb their nuclear facilities, right? And then they only
Hmm.
slowed them down a couple of weeks. But remember, Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump was like, yeah, we delayed their program for years so they won't be. No, that was a lie. The actual fucking intelligence officer that was in charge of it and did the assessment of how it slowed them down was fired because he actually told them that they only delayed them a couple of weeks. But you know that wording doesn't get out there. People don't talk about that shit. People don't know about that. People don't hear about that. They literally only slowed them down a couple of weeks with that bombing, but the Trump administration was proclaiming that it's years before they could get something. But then the
Right.
assessment of the intelligence officer that actually, knows his job said it was only a couple of weeks and then they fired him. The same way they fired the person that was giving the right numbers on the labor statistics of how many people got hired. That person got fired too.
bruh,
Then
that shit was,
all the OIG inspectors, once he came into office, the people that actually are not partisan and do their jobs to investigate what these departments do and if there's fraud or not, they got fired. You don't see a weird coincidence that the people that actually know how to do their job don't have a job no more?
And the people who don't see it as coincidence are all the people who just like to come in, troll, and then run when you start making sense or when you start showing them that you ain't no bitch.
Mm-hmm. As this is just it's I don't know, man.
I had a friend at
I don't know.
work who used to like who wanted to vote Trump because he's like a troll and he just wanted to like troll around. I had to stop talking to bro, but like
I don't blame you.
I wonder what the fuck is he doing right now.
Probably still on his knees, like most of them.
Yeah.
That's it. Most of them are just still on their knees, just waiting for the money shot. That's what they're doing. Literally waiting for
Yep.
the money shot. That's what they're waiting for.
Working on their hand movements.
Because that's all they're doing. Because you can't tell me it's like, bro, you were offered $5,000 for a Doge check. Nothing. What happened to the $1,000 investment that you were gonna get? Remember they were saying that they were gonna open up an investment account for your kid if you had a kid during the next year. Was that even in the bill?
I
Bruh,
mean, they lost so damn much. I can't keep up.
I know
I
that's the
can't.
problem too. That's the
Hmm.
problem. That's the bigger problem too. It's like we can never keep up. I was just like, I thought y'all said that, but I'm not even sure if you did. But I know if I look it up, I'll find it somewhere. Let me
Hmm.
just the
They
thousand
lie so
dollar.
much and then they lie so fucking terribly, though. That's the main thing about it. It's like, damn, I thought y'all were professional liars.
my dad taught me. Well, my dad always told me to be honest and never lie. I lied to
Hmm.
him once. I've never let that. I've never let the fact that I lied to my dad slip out of my mind ever since, and I've been trying ever since to be the most honest person
Does it eat the
like
way
I
it
could
should
I
be?
could possibly be. Yeah, no, it and it is, and it has, and it always has been ever since, bro. So I'm just here like, so people just be doing this for fun, right? Like they just
Hmm.
be throwing lies up in the air and then waving their hands up like they just don't care and shit.
Right? But you see, like I told Cruz when he had made his post about the bombings, is that it speaks to your morality, your heart, your integrity as a person. Because any self-respecting person wouldn't keep doing that shit over and over and over. They would feel something. they would feel some form of shame, some form of disappointment,
No,
some
these
form of
people
fucking
don't.
misery. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part right there. They don't. It's like they sacrifice everything that makes them a person for the almighty dollar. And like me, yeah, I want to be rich my damn self, but I don't want to do it in a way that harms other people or causes me to sacrifice my
Exactly.
integrity. I'm not about to be doing any of that shit. Fuck
That's the
no.
thing. These people got no problem doing it. All these APAC fucking people, it's just like they're there and they got paid basically to make sure that
Mm-hmm.
because remember when everybody was trying to vote for anything else in the country, even during the Biden
Mm-hmm.
administration, MAGA tends to forget that it was also Republicans in charge then,
Right.
that they were able to pass the vote. And they didn't have no problem with funding Israel at any time. They didn't have no problem
Never.
funding Ukraine at any time. They voted everybody that was in there. You can see the votes on who voted yes and who voted no. And every
Yep.
Republican voted yes to making sure they funded Israel and Ukraine. Mind you, they ran on fraud, waste, and abuse. Yet here they are
Right.
still giving them money. So which one was it really? Because you still offering them money, you still giving them money. The thing is it's crazy because it's harder for people to lie now because you got the internet. But when you got people so fucking stupid and so far up
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump's ass, it don't matter. Because you can show them the
Right.
facts and they still say you're lying. That's the crazy thing. That's why it's like it's not even a cult. It's like they are radicalized. Cause you can't be like in a cult, it's just like you get to a point like, damn, that's at least a lie. But I'ma still follow him. That's what a cult would do. A cult will be like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't agree with this, but I'ma still follow him. These people don't
Right.
even say they don't agree with him. That's why I say you can't say they're in a cult. They are radicalized. Because that means whatever that person says, they are willing to do.
Yep. Radicalized, brainwashed, hypnotized,
Because like I said, a cult is like,
indoctrinated.
yeah, it's a cult following, but yes, you will be able to at least acknowledge, like, yo, I don't agree with that. I'm still gonna be here, but I don't agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
These people don't even say I don't agree with that. Case in point, when you tell them to condemn pedophiles.
Yep.
Notice how they can't say, I don't agree with you, Cruz, but I'ma still rock with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
They can't
Right.
even say that. So that's what I'm saying. That's
Some
not
of
a
them have
cult
gone
following. That
so
is
far
actually
to
being
just only say
radicalized.
them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Democrat this, Democrat that. It was just like, bro, you've been slobbing on the knob for the past 7 months. Matter of fact, you've been
Right.
slobbing on the knob for the past 8 years. Because you were
Mm-hmm.
slobbing the first 4 years. You got
Yep.
quiet and decided to take the dick out your mouth the last 4 during Biden. And then you decided to shove it right back in as soon as this guy got elected. I don't want to hear
They were
that shit
like,
because
damn, I kind of
they
miss
were
it.
because they were awfully fucking quiet during the fucking Biden administration. Awfully fucking quiet. Just oh my god, Biden isn't doing this. Biden isn't doing that.
They just took
But
it out
that
for a minute so
but
that way they can work on
mm-hmm.
their lips.
Mm-hmm. They were just working on it because there's no way you're gonna tell me that you weren't as loud and boisterous as you want to be now, and then you
Mm-hmm.
quiet as fuck for 4 fucking years. I ain't even
And it's
see
always
MAGA
the thing is
hats.
that it's Biden, Biden, Biden. But where the fuck was Trump? Where when the flooding happened in Texas
Yep.
or the fires that are going on in the canyon?
Nah, don't worry, don't worry. When FEMA doesn't
Or
help
the
them and their
next.
state can't afford it, it's okay. Democrats is at fault. I
Ugh.
already know they're gonna blame the Democrats, so I don't even like the thing is it's not even a it's like imagine knowing what the excuse is gonna be before the excuse. We already know y'all gonna say that
Mm-hmm.
it was the Democrats that didn't want to help you, even though Republicans took away the funding. And we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna say y'all gonna say it's the Democrats when it's immigrants that are out there fighting forest fires and you're arresting them while fighting the forest
Mm-hmm.
fire, while stopping
Bruh.
all
Ooh, I
the
wanted to
operation
go
of
ahead and get his
firefightings,
ass for
and it's just
that.
like, bruh. That's why I was just like, that was the last thing right there. That's just like, if you MAGA and you telling me that you okay with people getting arrested even though they are fighting a live wildfire. So you
We need to
literally
coin a
stopped
term.
you stop wildfire operations that are basically continuous because these people don't fucking get breaks trying to fight this fire. And you mean to
Nope.
tell me you stopped them from doing their job so you can find some people to arrest?
Right.
that were actively working on the fire. Like, come on, MAGA.
That could spread and kill several people. That's why I wanted to drag that dude. That's why I was joining up because I wanted to drag that dude so bad and just be like, so you agree with a fucking fire going around spreading to the point where it can
That-
actually kill so much wildlife and people
bro.
because
And
you
that's
want
the
to get
thing,
rid of
because
the
they'll
illegal
probably,
people.
and that's the thing, they'll probably go like, yep. They'll probably kill all the Democrats in that state. Like,
Mhm. They're just hateful people. There's nothing around it. That's why I
mhm.
said, so you just racist, because there's no other way to explain that.
Right.
And then he was just like, oh, if they're here illegally, they should be like, shut your bitch ass up. If they here illegally and they're fucking fighting fires where your bitch ass ain't there, I would rather keep him than you.
Right.
I would rather keep a
There's
person
people
that's
who are
not even American and is willing to sacrifice to make sure that American people, American land, and American property stays American and isn't get burnt down, but you rather throw them in jail when they were actually fighting fires. Like, that's beyond fucking ignorant. That's beyond stupid. That's not even justification. Because the thing is unless they were fucking criminals, which, 70% of the people that have been detained haven't been. So, this
right.
person was an active firefighter. So that means that firefighter has been working as a firefighter for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been serving and protecting that city, district, county, whatever, as a firefighter. And you decided to fucking arrest him and putting him in a detention camp while he was fighting fires? Bruh. There's
It's
no
just
fucking
evil, bro.
excuse for that. There's no fucking excuse for that. There's no justification. There's nothing valid that can be said like, oh yeah, this is why we did it. But I still haven't
This is evil
seen
for
any
evil's
fucking
sake.
MS-13 people get caught. You
Right.
know what's funny? Why haven't we seen more people that have been caught with MS-13 on their knuckles?
Right?
Exactly.
Right? Isn't that kind of...
Exactly.
Isn't that weird? Damn, you know how
Been
crazy it is
real
that
quiet.
MS-13 was so bad that they stopped sending them to CCOP? What happened to that? Why'd y'all stop sending them there?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You notice how
Didn't
CCOP just
Bukele,
got
like...
quiet? Now we talking about Uganda. We
Because
sending
I
people to
think
Uganda.
Bukele started getting... Because I think Bukele started, like, looking into, like, how that was affecting his public image, and it was. And I think he didn't want that. He didn't want that smoke.
You know what it was? He wasn't getting paid.
Exactly.
Ooh.
It's always money involved.
You think he was doing that shit for free? Nah, he said we could bring him
Mm-mm.
here because they were probably going to pay him for each person he got. And then, Donald Trump doesn't pay anybody.
He showed down.
He sure learned.
He was like,
And I
fuck, I'm
believe the
actually not getting
UN
paid for
also
this.
threatened to cut funding.
I was like, damn, the whole world is coming after me. Maybe I should stop doing this. But everybody got quiet about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got quiet about Abrego Garcia, though. Ain't nobody want to talk about Abrego Garcia anymore, huh?
Yep.
I was like, every MAGA that
Oh,
was just
dude.
like, he's MS-13, he's this. Damn, he got out of jail. And he
The fact
wasn't.
that they
That's
won't leave
crazy.
that man alone, bro, it pisses me off so fucking much that they won't leave that man alone.
The fact that they are
Because they
threatening to
got
send
something
him
to
to
prove.
Uganda. They're trying to threaten to send him to Uganda if he doesn't accept a deal for something that was already proven he didn't do. Imagine that.
Right.
Leave him alone, bro. I don't know, bro. And that's
It's
the thing
that
that I've
thing
always
where
noticed about MAGA
mhm,
too. Like MAGA doesn't know how to leave somebody alone. Like
they
just
They
don't.
nosy
or
as
to shut the
fuck.
fuck up.
They just nosy as
They
fuck.
don't
I've never seen more nosy people than fucking MAGA. MAGA's the most nosiest person you could ever fucking find.
they don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
shut the fuck up. They don't know how to mind their own business, and then they talk
Nope.
about how they want government privacy and bullshit. Like, bro, you can't talk
Government
about
privacy,
privacy when
but
you don't
then
know
they
how to
more
mind your fucking business.
yeah, and they're more concerned
Like,
about a democratic state doing something than their own state.
no, and Lord forbid a gay person crosses their crosshair. Fuck, they start talking about
Yeah.
their penis all the time. Like, could you please mind your
I
own,
was just
bro?
like, bro, just say you
Right. Like
want
I
the
don't want your
penis.
ass.
Just say that. That's
Exactly.
the thing. It's like they would rather talk shit instead of just asking for it. They probably get it, but they ain't gonna do that because they don't want to come out the closet. They don't want their family knowing they're part of the LGBTQ plus community because they know they're gonna get disowned. And that's why so
And they
many of
also
these
don't want
people
to get
have a
embarrassed
hatred
because
towards it.
many of us got standards.
Yeah. They part of the community, but they hiding behind it, and they just try to be hateful towards it, so that way they can play that fakeness around people that are actually there. Because you don't hate something so
Mm-hmm.
bad. If you hate something so bad, it's because you want it. Well, not
Yeah.
really. I can't say that. Not in all cases. Because I hate one person
Sometimes.
in this world, and I
It,
would run her over if I could. So I won't say it's something I want, because I'll run her ass over quick too. So I can't say that. But if you hate it to
I
that
got
point
several
where
people
you're,
on that kind of
well,
list.
I would say, let me put it this way. It would be that you hate something so bad that you're always talking about it, I would say. That's when I know you actually
Right.
want it. Because if you hate something,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to mention it. You don't even want it around you. But the fact that it's always coming out their mouth, bro, if no gay person came up to you and told you anything, why you mad at him? He ain't
Right.
even talk to you. They ain't even in your community. So why you mad at a gay
Oh,
person being in New York when you in Alabama and you supposedly straight? Are you mad that they haven't moved into Alabama? Or are you mad that you can't afford to move to New
Bruh.
York? Which one is it? Because it can't be that you mad at somebody that lives almost 1,500 miles away from you, that you never met, never seen, but you mad at the fact that he got the ability to marry somebody. I just don't, I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't.
Yo,
I really
Frosty
don't.
said they're already on Grinder, but like all I can picture is like Republicans on fucking Grinder just fucking stream sniping gay people. And like shit, when this one coming over? Like,
Yo, I think, yo, that would be fucking hilarious. You imagine just having a bunch of like a younger fucking Republicans that are straight males, but going into making a grinder account, going to the RNC, and then having them meet up with them, and then record when they
bruh,
get meet up with them, just so we can see who they are. Bro, that's $1 million
that'd be
fucking
funny as
deal.
hell.
Shit. I can't do it no, because they're gonna see me and it's like, this dude is a Democrat. We can't let his ass in here. I need to find
I mean,
Republicans. I'll pay you to do it.
you can
Fuck
look
it.
for some Republicans because I like there are some Republicans out there that aren't MAGA, and they might be willing
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, true. You gotta find them though. They're hard to find because they don't tune in to me either. Because they know I'm gonna talk shit to them too. So,
Yeah, no, because like,
but
cause
Vegas,
there's
I'm gonna
look,
go. I'm gonna go. So I won't let you up again. I'm about to go because I got some appointments I gotta
oh,
take care of.
man.
But I appreciate you, Vegas. Appreciate you, Soggy. I don't know if I'll be back up, but I got a friend who trolls them on Grinder. Amy, I need him to make another account. This is what you need to do, Amy. Tell your friend that trolls him on Grinder to make a backup account and then just upload it.
Please. Listen,
So that way it's
we're
not
talking
tied.
big YouTube money, bro.
That's a bro. Bro, he starts a YouTube channel, Amy. He has screenshots. No, exactly, and just put them up. Make a separate account so it doesn't deal with his account. Make a separate TikTok account and just fucking have it. It was just like make it like I don't know, what should we call account? Something that has like
Mhm.
grinder in it or some shit. Something that has grinder in it, but just like something else and then grinder, and then all he's doing is the trolls. He just uploads them, and if we can find the pictures of them, even fucking better. Cause then we can put these people on blast. It was just like you can send that shit to me. Did you know so and so, supposedly straight male, supposedly likes women, was caught? Bam, and then I just show the screenshot and I end the video. That's it. Look how easy that is. That's multi. Amy, if you become a multi-millionaire off of this, just remember me. Just remember me. That's all I'm asking. That's just remember me. Just give me a couple of gifts here and there. If you become a multi-millionaire because of this shit, just remember me. Just send me a couple and be like, hey, Cruz, here's a galaxy. Have a nice day. And then just like that. If you make multi-millions, if you
Yes.
don't, no. But just let's do it that way. Have that man start trolling and have him start posting that shit. Because the thing is, the same way we were doing it with racist, that we were posting them and making sure their employer knew and got them fired, we need to make sure we get these people out in the open. We got to make sure they're strong and make sure they are not in the closet. Make sure they are free and we give them that freedom that our First Amendment right likes to do.
right?
That's what I'm saying. Appreciate you, Amy. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all. I might be back later tonight. Or tonight I might just play some fucking games and just be on my other account and relax. Cause
You
sometimes
be
I need a
playing
mental break from this.
Helldivers?
No, I haven't gotten that. I play Apex. I'm an Apex person. But I'm
Like,
I'm
if
I'm
you
gonna
ever
see.
try that out, it's
I'll
pretty fun.
definitely.
If you ever try it out, let me know.
All right, we'll do. We'll do. I'm gonna start getting more games because I'm gonna start doing that with the veteran community just to like game and stuff like that. And I want to do that just to because I know veterans are into gaming and it's a way to fucking get our mind from stopping at times. But appreciate everybody as always. Be good to one another. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Love one another. Be good while doing it and stay marvelous while doing it. I'm just Cruz. I'll see y'all in the next one. And if you haven't, check out the
Peace.
YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. It's the same vet aware. Just Cruise on. Follow me over there just in case I ever get fucking banned and my live just mysteriously disappears. I'm on YouTube also. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Oh, gotta turn that off. All right, y'all.